whiff, where you're going to whiff it, and be ready with that stand medium kick. That's
Yes,
always going to be
I was about to say, if only he had a button that whiff punishes everything. But you already brought it up, so we know that medium kick is on full display tonight. A little bit of Tatsu buffer behind that.
It's kind of unsettling though. The times you're gonna see him play really too slow, in my opinion. Z Fighter Son Goku, like you'll see him play at this distance, or maybe even play full screen at times and just sort of chuck fireballs, but not really make his way in. But you see right here, bumpy stuff, throwing a little bit of temptation to get in, and gets call out stuff right there into the corner.
Yeah, but now we got this no crosscut DP. The jump out from Bumba gets the fierce. We're gonna see a DP. What's the meaty? Overhead, baby.
Oh. It's getting done into it. Now we're getting the pressure going back there. That's the stun.
Oh.
Yeah, a
Did
nice.
somebody say there was going to be explosive gameplay? It was going to be.
I think so.
I did say. Once Bumba stuff gets started, man, I said it. He's going to pop off and he's going to make those big reads and get that stun.
Yeah, and you see this little bit.
Right.
Like this time right here too, when he plays offense with his gameplay, like he'll start playing slow, but once he starts feeling it, like you see him starting to get a little bit more aggro, a little bit closer into Z Fighter's face.
Oh, that was a beautiful punish right there. And going in with the back throw, gonna want to get the corner carry this time around. And keeping this constant pressure going, you can notice too, he's staying just behind that timer because he wasn't anticipating that Tatsu, but ooh, big punish time.
You got to be careful here, right? Now we got pressure coming in. Okay, but Z Fighter Son Goku gonna activate off the fireball, looking for a bust out, but nothing coming from Bumba Snuff. And we're just back to Nooch.
And that really fast V reversal 2 times on the air fireballs. Bumba Snuff just V reversing it. And Z Fighter Son Goku not really able to challenge much in those situations, right? The 15 frames means that it's hard to option select properly, and the DP on that one, and now we're getting into just a couple more hits here for Bumba Snuff. He's trying to find a way in to make Z Fighter Son Goku get the flinch.
Ooh, that back throw was gonna do it.
Yeah, that's tough, right?
Ken wins.
We saw the shimmy game.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we saw a shimmy early on with that fear, so like, you're afraid to take the throw, but if you do take the throw, you're gonna die. And there it is.
Yeah, I think even at a mental standpoint, right? Bumba Snuff just did raw run in neutral. It caught Z Fighter Son Goku off, and he just was like, okay, I'll block in case you do the step kick. And then the jump came out. Z Fighter was just not ready for it. Ended up blocking it, and then was stuck in that mix-up. And again, you see that, right? Not ready for the jump, stuck in the mix-up afterwards, get tossed.
Yeah, and Bumba feeling himself.
No, go ahead. Let's go. Yeah, the thing that I appreciate too, Bumba Snuff has great control here. Again, not even though Z Fighter Son Goku has him in the corner, Bumba Snuff finds his opportunity out. Gonna get hit there. Ooh, beautiful EXDP.
Oh, we're getting kind of wild, aren't we? Stuck in the corner, try to go for that confirm with the cross, stand fierce and still. Nice. The stand media kick activation. He gets the slides off to it too.
Wait,
Nice.
what? I thought he didn't get side switches anymore. Lies. Lies. Akuma players out here lying. And now here comes Bumba Snuff to be like, listen, avenge me. Avenge my brain, Bumba Snuff.
Ooh, that jump in so close. He's getting a little bit antsy there too. I mean, like, this is the time where Bumba Snuff needs to make something happen. So the activation, but that low forward into fireball.
Yo, my man got
And it was
volcano.
really important. He did get Volcano, all because of a small step back from Z Fighter Son Goku, right? They stepped back out of Bumba Snuff range, saw the whiff, and had it all lined up, all queued up in the brain, and was able to really start spitting that fire as we go in here. Empty jump low into the jump again. Bumba Snuff is going.
Okay, gets the overhead conversion coming out of the corner, goes to the cross, a good block from Bumba. Gonna view reversal here, and let's see if he can Bumba Snuff out a fireball to get in. Nope, nothing doing.
Ooh. No follow-up there on the jump, but a great anti-air going in with the throw now. Activation time for Son Goku. Now you gotta be careful with those red fireballs.
He's not making too much use of it too. He's just kind of waiting around too. Now this is the time where I see the sort of the patience being a detriment to his gameplay, right? Like you have the activation, you have a way to get the front frames, but still being a little bit too patient, gets V himself, and now Bumba Snuff just trying to go for that throw blade, gets the crouch light kick.
And I like that you brought that up, Ruby, right? Because I know patience is an important part of fighting games, right? But if you're too patient, you're giving your opponent time to just try stuff on you, and that causes the problem. But that doesn't matter, because we got an early CA from Z Fighter's son, and he's gonna have a big life lead, gonna try to patient out Bumba Snuff.
Oh, the clean punish 2 on the fireball, the -6, able to get the moving kick in the CA. Now he has such a big life lead. You don't even have to go in. You can just sit here and chill. You gotta make him come in again. Another fireball bad for him, and another punish 2.
Punish. You did.
And this is like the most critical thing here, right? You could see after that critical art, the way Z Fighter Son Goku was moving was with confidence. He was just moving back and forth. He's like, you're gonna push a button and I'm gonna be there with sand medium kick. He had that confidence back in himself. And you saw like he hit 2 or 3 confirms right at the end of the round with that sand medium kick that he was looking for. And that gave him the entire game. And it's that slow, stubborn play style that he continues to stick to, even when he's at a deficit, because he has the explosive damage. He can make the explosive comebacks. He just has to start feeling himself, have that confidence in himself. And now you can see he's taking more risk, right? He's jumping in neutral bit. He's finding these hits, and it's working for him.
Great chase down there from the air.
Good fireball trade. Okay, the anti-air again. We see that side switch into throw. Bumba Snuff's 100% on back throwing after that, which is great. Ken's back throw definitely gets the corner positioning. Now he's just going to press here. Activation. Okay, that's good for Z Fighter.
Man, so close. Oh, trying to go for the heavy Tatsu. Oh, he just wake up and do it, son. Let's get it going. Holy.
Yo, my man didn't pay $60 to not press buttons. Back throw. Bumba Snuff got the round.
Mom said I get the controller.
Oh, man.
It's my turn to play.
I get the Rumble Pack always. It's my house. Shout out to those of us that had to share the Rumble Pack.
Damn.
Some of us didn't even have to rumble pack. Oh, God.
Gosh. Ooh,
Oh,
big
man. Talking about
conversion.
rumbles and... Oh, my lord. Almost close to stun, too. Light kick needed. That's all I need.
Oh, it's such a hard situation. You're so terrified of getting hit for this stun that you just like seeing Bumba Snuff do all this stuff, and then it's just like you have to check him at some point, because if you just let him do all this stuff, he'll find the hit, and that's what happens.
Yep.
Bumba Snuff takes it 2-1. Those last 2 rounds just going by so quickly.
Yeah, Bumba Snuff bringing the stuff, moving on through the bracket. But we have some other hot stuff coming up next. Talking about hot, we got Dells on Fire versus Carlton Banks.
My other man! Oh no!
Oh, both mans.
I don't know who to.
Both mans! Flexus, I gotta ask you a question. There is a cute as hell egg-looking thing hanging out behind you.
Oh my good Atama!
What a good buddy. That's all. That's it.
Oh yeah, he sits on his little candle throne and he hangs out and watches Street Fighter with me. He's my little commentary buddy. I actually have him every time I commentate. He sits out in that corner on top of the candle.
God, that's like
Nice.
the best life. The best
He's
life.
pretty
Just watch
cute.
Street Fighter on a candle. Hell yeah.
Yeah, look at
Oh my god.
little good Atama buddy. But I know he's excited for the coming up match because we have got, you know, the classic Dells on Fire.
Oh.
But going off through the
Okay.
All right.
Now is Monk
All right.
the same as Monk Unit? Same?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it should be.
Who has been
The
actually
voice of God has
playing
spoken about
Alex recently? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, back on that, Alex.
I keep up to date with Monk and his brother Adam. So Monk has been, formerly an Abigail player, now back rocking the Alex. We've seen that his CFN recently has been learning Alex, so he's been going in, getting better with the character. I think he finally hit platinum. But don't let that deceive you. The level that he plays at is definitely up there. It's just a new character that's given him a little bit of second guesses. So it's always somebody to be afraid of, because he has that deeper, more competitive mindset.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
got
you said
deep
he's
knowledge of the game, right? His tech videos he's been posting are like that he's been posting for the last couple of years are super insightful, super smart. Like Monk Unit's definitely got the knowledge. So
I wasn't saying that he's like basically like just revisiting the character, right? It's not so much like relearning the character. At least the little nuances, obviously, you have to kind of relearn or just find out the new little bits of tech. So you know, if he's a man that's in for the tech videos, then you know he's gonna find something crazy to go with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not to mention
Right.
too, coming into the season, Alex has got a lot of love. So if he does go that route, he's not gonna have the worst time off picking him. I mean, tons of buffs up the butt. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to see.
Confirmed grappler now.
Confirmed grappler, right? Has that threatening light punch command grab with some good range. Same with
Why
the
are we
X.
so far?
Oh, it's so far. It's so far.
It's so
What is
far.
it? Oh, it's just scooping me.
Motherfuckers working for Haagen-Dazs. Am I allowed to say that? I should probably ask. Am I allowed to say that?
Keep swearing to smallest.
Sorry,
smaller
Haagen-Dazs.
But
The voice of
you know
God
what you
will tell you
are
eventually,
allowed
it's
to
by the way.
say. And so you know you are allowed to say the shout out to PBL Esports for the raid. Party of 5, welcome to the stream. You may now be seated. We are serving up some hot Street Fighter 5 action here for Digital Havoc. And you're also allowed to say that Matcherino code, the DH56SFV, adds a free 50 cents to the prize pool. So make sure you guys go check it out while we're waiting to get our matches leveled up. Or loaded up. Loaded, yeah. Words are hard.
Yeah, loaded up.
Could be both. They could be leveling up while they load. Like I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
not gonna judge.
Why not? All right.
Yeah, absolutely. A little bit of
Gotta
delay
finish
from
him.
the players here, but I mean, we have a wonderful cast of people in this tournament. Of course, we always have Flux Waves coming in every single week.
Yep.
And recently, what has been happening this season, Tia Saban has been showing up every single week, and he's back again. There's a excited dog somewhere.
Excited for some Street Fighter.
They just love the
an
game
excited dog
so
somewhere.
much.
Yeah, they're here for the game. But yeah, Fluxways and Saban, they've really been the two to fight it out this season so far. So they've gone back and forth. 1 week Saban got first, this next week Flux got first, and so now they're looking to maybe battle it out again. We'll see if they can make it all the way there. Again, of course, Flux has to fight Monk, and after that he'll have to fight, if he beats Monk, the winner of this match will have to fight Solomon. Saban, on the other hand, whoever wins between him and Chris D will have to fight K-Money.
The Simir. That's actually one I just
The
saw
Simir.
recently, past week ago, during the Rival Pools tournament. Losers finals, I believe, was actually Saban versus K Money.
Yeah,
and that was one match. Like you saw, it was kind of crazy. It was hectic. I think we actually talked with Saban after it too, and he was just, he was saying that they kind of just both did stuff because I feel like it's reflective of the mirror. I think for any sort of matchup too. Sometimes you just have to really just throw out sort of little gimmicks or shenanigans that you have to be able to beat out the other player, just to test their knowledge, right? Test and see what they know.
Which is super interesting because K-Money definitely knows. And speaking of which, Monk bringing the Abigail, which I know them more for, and Flux bringing out that Sam. Definitely going to zone manager versus the wrestler. Here we go.
And so far, it's just been the zoning game here for Flux, right? Hasn't need to get too tricky, too aggressive, can just sit back and look at the extra range that they have. Usually you see Abigail like crouch jabs, controlling a bunch of space, but these whips have been so oppressive. But finding EX Nitro run, we going in here, but Flux pushing him right back out.
I love that V-shift, right? Abigail's normals are so slow. She's whiff punishing him into oblivion, and then V-shifting him away when he finally gets in. Ooh. What do we got? That's what we
What
got.
a jump in. What a jump in. That was spicy. No, what I appreciate though is Flux is really playing out of range of Monk here. And I like that because, you know, the only way for Monk to really be able to close this gap is by utilizing meter to get that extra hit of armor to negate the whip. So it's looking kind of hard.
Yeah, but you see Flexo kind of playing this proper, just playing the zoning game too, like you said. But he's only been using down fears. All I see is down here fit. Oh my god, EX Nitro run in for the grab.
Okay, but here he comes. Corner control. This is where Abigail wants you. Once he's got gravity tested, his buddy Sir Isaac Newton. Now he's going to put the pressure, but then anti-air. And now the up EX, and you're stuck again, and Flux Wave is comfortable.
Has the command grab, so he's definitely going to bring that out. Doesn't even need to mix up afterwards. Dude, I thought it was gonna
Did you-
stun before it was gonna kill, but not
Right?
even Abigail can handle the whip.
Can we talk about the forearm strength required to wrap up a man like Abigail on a whip and spin him around? Your girl is Popeye. Like, holy crap.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like she eats her spinach for sure. There's no other way.
Yeah, absolutely. Like chugging the spinach in one hand and throwing the whip in the other.
Absolutely. So you didn't feel like the Abigail was working out, and we're gonna say bye-bye to Dell's on fire.
I know. Is it a tournament if Dells doesn't get booted?
I know, right?
Absolutely.
Carlton Banks in the chat. What's good, brother? Good to see you, man.
Doing the appropriate thing, not joining the lobby, just sitting in on Twitch chat to figure out when he needs to join the lobby. That way you don't get booted. All right, but going
Chat,
back
by
into
the
it, I
way-
believe Monk will. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you're good. I was gonna say, chat, if you're having a good time, make sure to share this out on Twitter. Let everybody know we're in here. Get the views and send in puts in the
Oh.
work. They deserve the eyeballs.
Ooh.
It's,
He went
it's
with
the
it.
poison outfit. So he's down going with the Alex, but we all know we got to see if Flux is actually going to take the jacket off, or in other words, jacket off for the poison, right?
He's already in the cop uniform, so we'll see. I don't know that this matchup
Is this the outfit
better
that you
for
have to-
Monk Unit. Like, this is the same outcome, right? I still need to get in and do damage, and Poison's real good at
Yeah.
stopping you.
I think the difference here is Alex has a little more options to be able to get in because he has a great stomp that can really give him that opportunity. But great shoulder.
Oh, but not holding that mix-up, backdashing out of the almighty, all grab and command grab. And now you see just the spacing kind of reset here, but Alex is smaller. While he still does have to get in, he's not as a big body as Abigail, who's going to hit by so much stuff. And you can stomp in, you can shoulder slash in, but you gotta be ready to jump when that command grab
my
is there.
God.
2 times in a row.
He did it again.
Oh man.
Yo, your light punch command grab got buffed. Check my whip, dog. Jack it off. Here we go.
Yo, he did jack it off. There we go.
Yeah, but you see him trying to deal with the ZX heart rate. Yo, you have no resources to get her off you. And now, sitting back and forth. But the thing is, like, yeah, the little bit of mobility is going to help. But right now, he needs to get a few confirms. He needs to bait out a few options. Maybe even empty jump in to make the anti-air whip. But right now, you're stuck in the corner, my friend. Holy.
Oh
He's like
man,
Larry
tried to find.
Pitt.
Oh man, that was so unfortunate. Tried to find his way out and just got clipped for it. Still trying to keep this momentum going and sitting on a ton of resources to do so. But Flux was really keeping him at bay.
Don't that would be
There's-
your
Oh,
goal.
there we go. Look at this extended combo. It's so good. Grab him one time. This is where you can make it break it. Grab him up.
Oh, slam dunk.
Where you going? Where you going, boy?
I got him. That was a
by the
little
head.
hype. I was a little
Good.
hype.
Oh my god. I was expecting the parry on the reversal though. That would have been a lot better, maybe being able to get the stun easier too. Still, regardless, we got it. We got the round. Now Monkey Unit has to be able to get this going too. Checking the dash this time, but still the challenges with the roundhouse. Jesus.
And you want to talk about the change of pace here. Flux is like, it feels like he's a little bit angry. You saw all that aggression at the beginning of the round, just a complete change of style. Like, I'm just gonna do stuff. And now he has his life and he's sitting back.
Uh-oh. SOS.
Ooh,
Oh my god, SOS. Yes,
Oh,
we got
I
it.
need an
Nice
SOS,
command
not
grab.
for me,
Get
but
them.
for you. Alright.
Alley time. We don't even get to see the planted poison tree. Just chop her 3 times. Run it again.
Dang.
Excellent job from Monk Unit keeping the mental game on point. We talked about how he is, right, despite the lower rank on the Learning Alex account, he is a higher level player. He does have
For sure.
that mindset of like, he knows what to do to make those comebacks. He knows his win condition, right? And he knew it. It was get Flux into a corner and start hitting him. And it worked.
Because, I mean, that is the
Yeah.
thing Poison struggles with, right? She doesn't have a reversal. If you can get her on her back, you can start to get your mix-up game running, right? The hard part against Poison is actually getting in. But if you do it, you see what Monk was able to do.
No, you're absolutely right, Thomas. And I think Monk really exploited that weakness. So it's gonna be interesting to see if Fluxoids goes with either Mika maybe to counter that, or even Minot. I think still similar situation. Yeah, busting out the Mika. I agree with this.
And the
this
chairs.
Really?
It's bringing out
Yeah,
the
I
chairs.
actually agree with this choice.
Round one.
Oh, Taylor's getting
I
hyped
mean,
for
we
the
saw at the
chair.
beginning. We saw at the beginning of that third round, he was getting really aggressive with poison, and I really felt like it was how his Mika usually plays, just like making the reads and going in. But had a strong start, but now put himself into the corner. But it's not anything. He's doing work still.
Tries to get the command dash, but Monk's out. Doesn't get the punish. Okay, gonna have to hold some of this pressure. Good conversion. He's out.
Okay.
Ooh, nice
This
anti-air
time
on
with
the
the
belly
anti-air.
flop. Yeah.
Trying to find the activation point, down medium punch not it, so he's gonna back up, get his charge, but Flux just flying in.
Oh, that's unfortunate too. You can tell even off the stand fierce, maybe not even wanting that, maybe tried to go for down fierce to get the anti-air, but just a little bit too slow on the movement, and now that means Fluxwave's on match point.
Yep. And that's the power of the way Flux mixes up his jump in timing, right? That delayed down fierce is gonna catch the body splash, but it's not gonna catch a normal jump in. Oh my god, here come the loops.
Oh no. The throw loop blender catch him from the skies. Oh
Yeah,
no.
and you're all talking about him mixing up his jump timing, but he didn't jump a single time this round. He just kept dashing and knew that Monk wasn't
so
checking it. He's
gross.
like, I'm just gonna keep abusing it. We got the perfect Flux wave moving forward, 2-1, looking styling and profiling tonight. He has some things to say, and that's why you can see him with the microphone that he pulled out.
Yep.
That was gross.
I got us. That was super gross. Hitting him with the immediate peach. Come on. Come on. This game is not rated M. Come on.
Oh, but you always have to be ready for what your opponent's going to do, and Monk was not ready for Flux to turn it up to 11 there. I don't think we saw him really stop going in, except once he got like hit once or twice. Like he got hit once or twice, so like, okay, I'll slow it down, and then he did dash at the jump, and it's like, okay, he didn't learn the lesson. He didn't slow down.
It might have also been too with like that first round. That first round, I felt like there was reminiscent of that too, because the whole round he actually got hit by a bunch of jump ins. He did anti-air a few times, but the times he didn't check him, or the times he actually was on wake up, there was a lot of moments where Monk was scrambling a lot. So what did Fluxways do next round? Meaty, chase down, V shift, look for reversals to be able to get your turn back. Like he just changed up the whole pace and changed up, like you said, there's no jump ins now. It's just dashes. You can't check me. Okay, it's still my turn.
Yep. So
Absolutely.
excellent, analysis from Fluxways on the fly to be like, okay, you're not going to check these things. I'm just going to go in and abuse them.
And that's what's so impressive about Fluxwave, right? Is not only the analysis, but the way they're able to just flip characters and have that strategy adapt so quick.
Yeah.
Like, not only are they adapting their strategy, they're also adapting the characters. Like, all right, poison didn't work. I tried to be more aggressive. I'll just go with a way more aggressive character and micro adapt right there and crush you. Flux is a monster.
Yeah. No, I really agree with that statement. I think Flux is such a strong competitor, and it shows because he keeps winning, but I think he's also smart in how he chooses the characters he wants to play. And we saw the drastic change in his game plan when he went from Poison to Mika, and we saw how that benefit him so significantly, because he's like, okay, I realize the weakness in this character in this matchup, so I have the opportunity to change it. And so that having that choice and realizing what your options are with each character selection you have and going into it with your selection, I think it was really smart on him. And it was, I wouldn't say a direct counter pick, but definitely giving him more strengths and weaknesses in that matchup.
Definitely. So I'm not sure who production is going to throw at us next, but something you should throw is make sure you click that Match Arena link that's about to pop in the chat as soon as I type it with my fingers. There we go. Make sure to use the code DH56SFV to throw free 50 cents in there. Remember, it's free money. Do your part in fighting capitalism. Do the sponsor quest. Make sure companies give money to the fighting game community as they should, so that your players can get rewarded for the show they put on, right? That's the thing about Match Arena. You get to crowdfund it, and they come out here and they do the work, right? I feel like the amount of time it takes to become so good at this game is lengthy, right? And the amount of time they put in deserves to be rewarded with good prize pools. So if you got the time, do it. Because otherwise we wouldn't have this cool stuff to watch. And also,
All right.
hit follow and stuff.
Ooh, bracket upset.
So Chris D beat TS Saban. That's a little bit of an upset. It's a Rashid player against Dulcimer Falk. So, you got to go in with knowing that knowledge about who Chris D plays.
Right, but
Syracuse
that's still
native.
that's a good upset. But I mean, it's still a little bit of an upset because that Saban has the matchup knowledge.
Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, like that's a
Absolutely.
really good upset, but that's such a struggle of a matchup for Sim. I feel
Yeah,
like
it is.
too.
Oh yeah.
And mobility, and especially which V-skill he plays with too. Like even though V-skill 1's like the go-to, you think V-skill 2, the mobility in the air is really really good. I mean, it has the same counter hit properties that V-skill 1 for Sim has, but it's still sort of so much mobility along with the whirlwind shots, along with just his normal buttons and neutral. Like it's pretty insane.
Yeah, as well as Chris D and K Money having played, like I've seen them play sets throughout the years, going back and forth, right? K Money from Buffalo, Chris D from Syracuse, right? So a couple hours apart, easy enough to play each other. I could see them at locals all the time when I was in that area. So it's going to be, so not only does Chris D have the Dulcim experience, he also has the K Money experience, which is why I think this next match is also going to be pretty interesting.
No, it absolutely is. And if Chris D's got the K Money experience, that means K Money's got the Chris D experience, right? So we are definitely going to see a lot of cool adaptations and some friend stuff, which I love to see.
Oh, this color. I don't know about this color.
Oh, you don't like the bubble
sunburned. He looks sunburned.
There's something a little uncomfortable about it.
Oh my lord, the dive kicks though. Come on. Yo, tell me this is a good matchup for Sim. You can't. You don't even know.
You can't. Yo, that blew up his down medium punch anti-air. And now he's in the corner to block.
I like that. V reversal, get rid of the fireball, but still in V trigger 2. Still gets projectile invincible on a grounded eagle spike, but K Money not done fighting from this corner.
Absolutely, and this is the beauty of Rashid too. He has such high mobility that he can get out of a potentially sticky situation. Not a ton of health, so he doesn't want to be sitting there in that V-trigger activation, the Yoga Fire on the ground, but still, this is the beauty of playing Rashid.
Okay, he tries to roll in and gets clipped.
Oh, he tried to
was
escape and caught the V-skills?
Nope. Gets a Sunflower punish there. Now just needs one more touch either way, but no, he activates on the fireball and had the EX meter to bless the face with the foot. Yo, you know what this Dulcim color reminds me of? It's like if Dulcim was Super Boo.
Oh my
From Dragon Ball.
No? I didn't even think of that. I definitely didn't think of that one. You're right.
I
Jeez.
thought he was just sunburned.
I just don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable. It just makes me uncomfortable.
You know what K Money didn't like? That he lost that first round, and he's definitely making Christy pay for it this time. But this could be the start.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah, but Chrissy
you gotta hold one mix.
SOS! SOS! Oh god!
Oh my goodness! How many times can Rashid jump in one match?
Back to the neutral. Back to the control. Oh my goodness! The anti-air down medium punch, saving K Money's life. Oh my goodness! Christy was coming after him like you owe money.
You got money for pink costumes and baby skulls. Where's my money, man?
Where do you get those baby skulls from? I'm concerned.
All right.
Aren't those the skulls of the children of his village that were killed by bison or something like that? There's lore behind them for sure.
There's definitely lore behind it. I just can't remember. Oh man!
But what I can't remember is this corner pressure here. Activation time for Chris D. Backing up, but ooh, K Money finds the money. Manages to get something to land.
Yo, he blocked.
Okay. Yeah.
A boobs out.
Oh, and the A-tiers are on point now too. Oh, K Money's in there, feeling it, but still, Christy, you see him kind of trying to check the neutral against thrown though, and now you're just a little bit like he blocked.
Oh no!
Oh, and he got a grounded.
And he got the grounded punish. We're in the corner, baby. Oh, he didn't believe in his confirm, and now backing up, trying to find the next space.
Yeah.
Oh, good punish.
Way too high up. Oh, it's getting scary there at the end.
Yeah.
K-Money, though, clutching that game out. This is first to 2, so K-Money just needs one more. But honestly, I don't know that Christie's going to change their strategy up more. Maybe a little faster, like push more buttons, and I think it goes okay.
Push all the buttons 3 times over.
Right.
This is the plan.
Exactly.
But then you're just an Ed player.
Wait, hold on now. Come on. Wait, I didn't know I was
That's
going
fire
to get shot here.
flexes.
And talk about shots right here. Chris D keeping this corner pressure going. Missed the throw, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get the overhead and hit every button in the book. But activation time from K-Money.
Okay, he's got a punish, but he doesn't spend the bar. Doesn't spend the EX to get the full punish, and now he's getting some zoning. He has a little bit of a life lead. Oh!
I thought there was going to be some sort of punish on that jump back there, but no, getting the juggle off of the mid-screen tornado, but check on the overhead, and we ain't done yet. Gotta be careful. EX on one side now. How's Christy gonna spin the bar?
I can't believe he pushed jab. I thought for sure Christy was gonna EX.
Oh,
He did it again!
Oh, that was dangerous.
Oh my
I thought
God.
EX were-
Listen, I know we're all used to Lizardman and seeing so many EXDPs, but Chris D not throwing it out yet.
He doesn't do it at all. It's insane. I thought he was gonna do it off the forward medium punch, but we're seeing he's so close. He just needs a little tap. They both need a little tap at this point. Don't do it.
Oh
my
the
God.
sniper!
the sniper from the skies coming down. Setting K-Money on match point.
The jump. Okay, corner control already. Ride the express. Gets the hit on the meaty tornado, and now we got mixes.
Smart challenge on the throw. Oh, here it is, the bust out.
All right, now we're going back to this neutral a little bit, but as I say that, the crush counter sweep, we're going back to a corner. Nice blocks on
shimmy.
these MIGs, but you reach and he's teaching Chris D getting another round.
He needs this. This is a set point for K-Money. Christy needs to pull this round out to go back. Good punish. Little baby bit of damage there.
All right, small confirms here. Really trying to keep Christy out, but ooh, that was a great challenge on the teleport. All right, K-Money in the corner now. Christy keeping. I like this chase down.
I actually really love that that worked out for K-Money, right? Yes, he got hit with the last parts of the heavy spinning mixer, but he's out of the corner. But oh well, he'll be back in it shortly because touch.
Yeah, that took
Yeah, especially
advantage
Chris
of
D
the
looking for
mid-range.
the activation. That crossed up? What? What?
We're ready for that, that's for sure. Oh, trying to go over the EX.
Trying to keep this space.
Yo, good awareness. Christy had no meter. He still kept trying to overextend himself for some reason, and K-Money takes it 2-0 over Christy, moving forward into a winner's semis. Oh, against a strike.
Yeah.
Winner's top 8. Yeah, and that gives us some time to talk about just what's been happening in this tournament so far, right? So we saw Lizardman beat Z's Nuts 2-0. Unfortunate, Z's Nuts getting crushed like that, going down into losers so early. But Lizardman actually went up against Destructive and lost 2-1. That's another close of distance set where those guys have been going back and forth this year so far, just at the beginning of this new close of distance season. I believe they've both beaten each other 2 times, but now in this tournament, Destructive taking the lead with a 2-1 to get into top 8.
Yep.
Nice.
Let's go down on
Still
there. and
trying to
look.
get
Z's Nuts. Oh man, Z's Nuts beat Axio. Sorry, Axio. Love you, man.
best TO for the online local.
Final. Would you all
We got
please
Nels and
roll out the
Carlton.
red
We got
carpet?
the boys.
Delzon is finally gonna come into the lobby and knock
I
it
think the
and he will
Ryu
be
player-
here.
Oh my
Sometimes
goodness.
these Ryu players, some of them are just. It's okay.
No sense of time.
The man can't tell time.
just
He's
swinging.
wandering in the desert.
They're just swinging with sweep like 3 or 4 times. How many times has it been in a row? They don't even know.
I mean,
Dash
nowadays
up,
it's
do it
actually a low
again.
medium kick. You just see low forward come out in neutral, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, you get hit by that, it's
Awesome.
insane, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Oh, listen, the buffer into EX donkey kick, that's some big damage.
Mm.
You know Dells loves to hit that.
They
The
gave-
first
they
thing
gave
he sent
Ryu
to
too
me
many
was-
buffs this season.
I wouldn't go that far. All right.
Okay.
I think Dells is too crazy.
Careful,
But
careful.
I
Ryu
wouldn't
apologist,
nerf
no
Ryu
Grammy.
again.
No. Say what?
Alright.
Oh, word. They're in the
so
standings.
we do
of
have the standings
season.
that are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check
So
this
it is going
out,
to be.
right? Go ahead, no Grammy.
What are we checking out? We're checking out.
So what it's
yeah, we're
gonna
checking
be-
out the Saban and.
So what we're gonna see is the.
Oh,
All right, sorry.
great.
Really, go ahead.
All right, for real though, we got Saban and Flux tied at first and second. We have had 2 tournaments so far this season. Saban won the first one, Flux won the second one, so they're actually tied up. And then 12 points away from them, Orangeman in 3rd place. Nobody else even in double digits. But then we got Carlton and Destructive tied, 6 points each. We got Dells coming in at 6th place with 4 points, and then Silver Rupee and K Money tied all the way at the bottom at 2 points each. Of course, K Money will inevitably take the lead over Silver Rupee because somebody's not playing. I don't think you get points for being on commentary.
I definitely don't get
So-
points for being on commentary.
We gotta work that. We gotta work that into the point system here. You should
contract,
get like
yeah.
4 points for being on
Rotation.
commentary.
It'll be a rotation, don't worry. More points. We'll make a comeback.
It's a hard
Eventually
job.
We'll make a comeback. It's fine.
Yo, that Ed'll do work for sure. I gotta say,
Oh,
man, like
yeah.
you are one of my favorite Ed players. So
Thanks,
shots
I
fired
appreciate
or
it,
not,
I
I'm
really
all
appreciate
about it.
it. I have a lot of fun with the character, man. I try to make it that way just to be able to, entertain the people. That's what it is. That's why
Yeah, how do you
Double
feel
Dash.
about
I really
the-
do love.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead, Flux.
I was just gonna ask how you felt about the buffs going into Ed, but we can talk about that in a minute because we have finally got Dells on, better late than never,
Yeah.
coming to the scene with Carlton Banks.
Absolutely. And Carlton
Finally.
Banks is an incredible birdie player, right? The first
Oh,
time he entered
yeah.
the online local, he got top 8. I think he got top 8 like 4 times in a row. He's a solid birdie, got great neutral. So both these players are going to give us a hell of a show.
I was just about to say too, like his spacing is impeccable. You see just the decision making that's coming out of it too, able to bait out some of the neutrals, just utilize that stand medium punch, and also just check out the lights. The lights ultimately going to be the buffer into a little bit of a charge, but there it is, the crush counter, and now Delzon gets it going.
What Dells wants, here's the low
Every
forward
time.
into that new buff. Punish.
Manny's gonna be able to get the punish here as well, but going back into it, hit him with the low, had the parry. Oh my goodness, Carlton didn't block on the other side.
Why did he come?
Come on, Dells.
Don't worry about it. This is all tech, all meter build. He finds the hit, he gets the kill. You see?
No
It was all the
shot.
setup.
No shot.
I love seeing Dells do sweep into activation because every time we talk about Ryu's strategy, he says sweep into activation so bad. And he just does it.
But he does
anyway.
it. Yep.
That's a mind game. All it is a mind game. He's making and conditioning you to think otherwise, right? He's just doing it for his own benefit. Stop being a selfish Ryu player. Jesus Christ, in the corner, low forward, EX Tatsu, and now the damage again.
Ooh, the shimmy!
The shimmy
was
sham,
nasty.
both people left in their throw. Who's plus on block? Dells was plus on block. He's pushing buttons. Carlton Banks spent the V reversal. Won't get the V trigger activation this round. He has to make this comeback completely honestly here, and Dells is not having it. Going in 2 times, getting 2 hits, taking game 1.
Didn't we talk about dash up low forward like 3 minutes ago? I swear we talked about that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ryu's just pushing low forward over and over again. Yeah, it's almost
Yeah.
like Dells did that. It's so good. You can actually hit people with it now. It's crazy.
Right? It
What
actually
a
reaches.
concept. Ooh, already with a sweep. Start of the round. I like that check
I
though,
want to
because
play-
it makes him aware, like, hey, you can't get in my space and walk towards me.
Yeah, that is
Great
smart, right?
time
He's going with the
jumping.
low.
Yeah.
good whiff punish from Carlton, though. Hands out, my man's littering, gets him with his own sweep.
I like the walk forward into that can though, right? Just blocking it as early as possible to give as little post frames as possible on it, right? Looking to do the same thing again. Saw it was the banana and backed right back up to make sure he's maintaining that space. Built a little bit of cheeky meter with the light DP. Now he's going in off the EX Fireball activation, trying to control this space, not letting anything happen.
Nope, but Carlton right here sitting on plenty of meter. Great anti-air. There's the activation point. Ooh.
Yeah, two
Can
button
Ryu not
happy.
punish
Dells. Punish what?
Did they EX bullhead into activation is minus.
The first hit of
is
it, I don't think it. This was the bullhead.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm looking. I'm pretty sure that's -7.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't on that one because it was the first hit of it too, which has more active range.
Yeah.
But we're going into it again. Dells has really not been letting up, keeping this constant spacing game going. Finds the sweep again. Oh, but the jump out, he didn't have the crosscut. Dells' weakness.
Oh no, now stuck in the corner again. Command grab, do it again for the culture. Why not? Oh, he's gonna lay down. It doesn't matter anyway, we go in.
Ooh.
Yo, one more? He should have done like
Like
command
a
grab there
sweep.
to stay a little bit closer, but it works. It works out. He finds, Carlton finds the hits that he needs at the end of the round. Didn't get the anti-air when Dells tried to jump out, but you find the hits that you need at the end.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Carlton Banks also play Alpha 2?
I don't know. Also, I would like to correct myself.
have to do it.
V trigger 2 is -8. V trigger 1 is +3 to +13.
Oh.
So I was thinking of the wrong V trigger.
Yeah.
Also, I'm pretty sure EX Bull for the horn is into V-Trigger 1 activation is actually -2 and punishable.
That sounds right.
All right, but we've just been going into it. Carlton this time has kind of caught onto the momentum and the rhythm of Dells on fire. Dells, you can see, trying to actually mix it up here a little bit, right? Throw some more forward fierces in neutral, change up his fireball timing, but this time stays crouching, got hit by the EX Dolphin Dive. Mash DP, but the trade, you gotta butter it up if you really want it, right?
Yep.
You gotta spin the bar.
Nah, man, Dells was out here boycotting Land Lakes. Didn't want to put any slather on there. Just wanted that bread dry and paid for it.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a
I know,
Ryu
right?
player.
Yeah. They be thinking dirt is the seasoning on their toast in the morning.
Damn. Yo, no. What's
I'm getting
happening?
tossed under buses here.
We're all getting shut up. How much did you do next? Don't worry
Ryu
about it.
Flux. Flux has no. Flux ain't chilling. Flux tossing all of us under.
No.
All right. Nice punish. Dells going back, and he's actually mixed up his button time. He's getting a little bit closer, getting a little bit more buttons. He got the cross cut back roundhouse.
Like,
My man's
White
making up
crosscut
tech.
DP. White crosscut DP, which you could do roundhouse instead.
You have back roundhouse on the other side.
Yo, Incendium
hit by
game
that
timed
sweep
out
after
over
the
Dribbler. Okay, Dells trying to fish, gets whiff punish though, using that solar plexus punch at a range. Good conversion from Carlton, tries to throw, gets him with the fierce. Oh, brave, we don't.
Ooh. I like that. I
Okay,
like that.
dash,
Make
sweep
him
activate.
respect your
Oh.
space.
You could see he got the EXCP. He tried to dash up and sweep activate, but got jab checked. Now Carlton Banks with the classic. Is he gonna run this all the way back and defeat Dells and send him to losers?
Oh my lord.
You gotta admit, it is always an entertaining show whenever Dells is on screen.
He's a man of the people. He wants to put on that show.
Oh, wow. Okay. Really good
Counter hit?
utilization of the fireballs in neutral too. Doesn't get a cross cut this time, and now sets himself in the corner. That's a
He's
Trump
out.
thing
Yo,
too.
Tazu right out.
Finish the three?
Ooh.
Trying to punish. Parry gets clipped.
Okrifla's going in the Twitch chat about this Ryu play, but Carlton Banks is the one going in with the V trigger activation.
Tries to
Look
get
at Dell's
the,
sitting on.
Now go ahead, Blair.
I was gonna say Dell's sitting on his own activation. Yeah, saw that activation point there. Oh, but the Tatsu in the face
and just got a
wall punish, but not
and he
enough.
gets rewarded for it. Come on.
That was not a punish. I can't believe he won
Rewarded
for
for
that.
missing his punish. Oh my goodness. We're at final round here. Who's gonna take it? Dells, who's been playing like a
Dells.
lunatic, or Carlton Banks that's been making the slow, smart adjustments.
The man who's
And
sweeping
Dells
the
just
victory.
plays Dells.
I actually like this is the only time we've really seen Dells stay still the entire set, and Carlton Banks just use it to eat donuts. He's like, "Oh, you're just gonna sit down back a half screen away from me? I'll eat a donut. Why not?"
Carlton can whiff punish to victory. If Dells makes a mistake, he's done.
Oh, tried to get the
punish
punish
him
with the
at
EX
the-
Fireball since the sweep wasn't gonna hit, but activation's still not working out. Another whiff punish. That's exactly what you said, Tom. He just needed the whiff punish into the confirm, and he's going to seal the deal to move forward to fight against Bumba Snuff.
Yo, Dell's putting on the show, but Carlton Banks finally clutching it out. I have to say, like, we make a lot of jokes about Dells, we clown, but like, I respect that Dells has a game plan, he sticks to it, and honestly, it works well. But Carlton Banks able to figure it out this time and get the win.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
you see him make some crazy decisions, but he definitely is seeing how the player is reacting, right? He's keeping track of the player mentality and the psychology there of, okay, this time he's going for stand fierce, stand fierce, stand fierce. This time I'm going to walk back and forth in this range and then jump forward and hit him recovering from his stand fierce. Yeah. We saw him do that 3 or 4 times in the first game or two. And then you saw Carlton had to make the adjustments to not throw that button out as much, right? You had to see that commitment to changing the playstyle out of Carlton, which he did excellent there.
Yep.
And mind you, too, this is winner's side, so Dells is not down and out for the count just yet. He's just sent down into losers, so we'll have to see how he can make his way through the rest of the bracket, if we'll get to be graced with his presence once more on the screen, or, you know, whatever his path may be.
Yeah, he's going down against Orange Man. Losers bracket is kind of wild. he fights Orangeman, then we'll have to fight Lizardman. It's definitely getting crazy there.
It's getting wild. Imagine being rewarded with citrus. Gone down.
Hey, he's just trying not to get scurvy. All right.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying, like, I'm of the age now where if I drink too much citrus, I got a little burny in the throat there. Got to monitor my citrus intake. Yeah.
Awesome, man. It's acidic. You got to be careful.
Gotta be careful.
I would rather be acidic than too basic. That's a science.
That was a dumb joke, but that was a good one.
Oh my God.
That was a dad joke.
100% a dad joke. Even I don't make those jokes yet.
Nah, it's good.
It's a good joke. It's a good gag.
It was. I thought it was a good one. You know,
when you said it, my brain immediately was like, "Is it pumpkin spice season already?" I thought that wasn't until.
Oh, Tom,
I got
no.
so excited. I got so excited.
Oh no.
Oh, you're like,
Well, you
you're
should
like,
get excited because we have K Money versus Destructive coming up next.
Round 1.
Destructive bringing out that Urian we're used to seeing, and K Money bringing out the bubblegum Barbie sim. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, and I think we saw this match either 2 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, where Destructive was able to take it, but it's really all about how both of these players are going to move around this screen, right? If K-Money can move around and call Destructive out for some of the hard reads in neutral, you can see it work out well for him here, like that.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
Now the interest.
Urian is just... Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say the interesting thing too. I believe last time Destructive was rocking the V trigger too. So going in with the Aegis this time around, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that choice in this matchup, but I mean, so far he's putting the damage out there.
Yeah, and he got the mix, but I actually agree with you on that, Flex. We see it a lot with like Salt Mine League, right? With Fossa. Whenever Fossa runs into a sim, that V trigger too absolutely changes the momentum of the matchup as soon as he gets that Tyrant plays.
Yeah, but so far the main style for Destructive has just been to get these fireballs charged up and to get K-Money moving and thinking about things. And then once he's a little bit closer, a little bit has some more pressure and control. He just does the knee drop right in, and there's not really a good answer that we've seen out of K Money for it so far. They've traded a couple times, but it does so much damage for Yuri.
Yeah.
The knee drop, insane damage there too, trying to chase him down. So you gotta be careful about the EX Yoga plays right there in neutral too. But yeah, actually the V-Skill one, I was actually gonna say the V-Skill 2 is kind of interesting as well. I would have assumed maybe wanting the armor for V-Skill 1 to get the win, but well, so far everything's working out for Destructive. Jesus Christ, the damage! Oh!
He didn't block your dome, and Destructive will take that as the signal to try to send you home. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Already a game one up.
Oh, they hold on, Bars.
Wherever K Money may roam. No, but Remy, you out here just bringing fire.
Always.
Listen, it's been like 2 weeks without St. Cola. We gotta get some bars flowing.
All right, going back right into it here. I wonder too. I know we're going back into the character select screen. I don't know if K-Money might make a switch on one of the V-Skill or V-Trigger. Obviously, Destructive kind of stuck with what his options are going to be. But even without the use of V-Trigger 2, I think he did extraordinarily well doing running the chase down game plan against Sim. And of course, too, Sim doesn't have a ton of health and Urian hits really hard. So, I mean, you put those two things combined, it doesn't take a ton of confirms to get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Let's see what K-Money does. The question is, like, that V-Skill swap is gonna have to charge it up. Okay, yeah, he's bringing out the bouncing ball. Want some karaoke, some sing-alongs.
Yeah, I actually like that answer too, because I think Urian can. It'll kind of lock Urian down a little bit in how he can approach, or what his approach is going to be once that activation is made.
Oh, nice conversion. Goes past the egg. We coming in. Yeah, and I think you're dead right on that, Flex. That's right. Absolutely using it to get a little bit more hit, the bouncing back, kind of playing some counter game, and it's helping contend with those big Ignorant Thunder hits.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Was that the reaction punish on the V shift with the Aegis? That's a little ridiculous.
And he still has one more.
He's out. Oh, he's no,
What?
He's got it.
Oh! Wait.
How thick is that? Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, first off, hold on. Let's talk about this first. He activates the second mirror. It bounces yoga. Sim up in the air, catches the EX fireball and spins it back to him. He gets a combo out of that too. Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't like it hit him. It wasn't like it hit him close up. It hit him from 10 feet away. That mirror is thick. The 3 seats.
Yeah.
I think. Oh my goodness, it was a wild situation. It would be interesting if Destructive could lab it and figure out a full combo off of it, but regardless, was still looking pretty good there.
Yeah, and Ignorant Thunder, though, doing work, getting him in on top. He jabs out of the roundhouse. Okay, gonna try to get out. He's floating away, barely gets away from the mirror. K-Money, though, has to weather the storm.
Ooh, missed the anti-air. That was so unfortunate. He's gonna get punished for that. And again, the clip trying to come down with the knees. Still has the Aegis, sends it out.
No shot. Miss.
Oh no, he didn't block the dome!
Oh no.
Again.
You can only block for so long. You can only block for so long.
Alright, and that puts Destructive on match point. But we already busting out trying to get some mixes going. K-Money, can he find the hits that he needs?
Good anti-airs. Okay, we got air and roundhouses. We got some reads. Look how active he is. His fingers have to hurt.
Oh yeah. And
Dude,
the thing is too,
he's a Marvel player.
Just,
He doesn't know.
He doesn't feel pain. He is pain.
He already pushed all the buttons already.
Oh, nice punish.
He missed out the
Nice.
Missed the end of the combo, but oh my goodness.
Oh no. All right, using a headbutt, try to get out of there, but one hit's gonna do it, and that dome has got hurt.
Oh my goodness. K-Money said get back in that fire, your health bar looking dire.
Ooh.
Saban beat Flux 3-0 in Battle for Bruce Lee, Battle by Bruce Lee, whatever. There's a preposition in there. I did like K-Money's adjustment here. He was able to make the comeback here, right? Make it 2-1. I wonder if he has the adaptation to make this happen, or if Destructive has something left in the tank.
Catches him with the fierce. Okay, we got conversions.
Yeah, those are great punish on the V skill there from Destructive. It really feels like he's trying to chase him down, though. It seems like Destructive's struggling a little bit to close this gap.
Yeah, and he caught him low walking out. Yo, you can't do that. Gets thrown, gonna block it. Floats away, though. The out. The anti-air.
He's just trying to dodge the crouch fierce for as long as possible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the raw overhead.
Round two.
You just see Destructive. Oh man, you can see Destructive though struggling to get an anti-air. He's like, I see you above me, but I can't reach you.
My man was high in the
stepping stool.
He was high in the sky for years and just finally got brought down. Holy, but still, that means Destructive on match point, able to clutch out that round, and you see him still RTSD. We gotta get in there. But K-Money still playing really solidly on trying to play on the defensive.
You gotta like that knee drop though. Slide activation from K-Money. Gonna block the EX. Chariot. Throws it out. Good V reversal. Like, don't let him get his momentum back. Destructive close to closing. Oh!
Yeah, the read on the V reversal. Had the knee drop and then just the shimmy sham. Walk back. Thank you, ma'am. Take it. 2-1. Looking good. Destructive made some really key adjustments in that last one. Really turned up his offense a bit, right? We said before he was like having troubles chasing down K-Money, but in that round it was all him. He got up 1 or 2 hits. He was like, I'm just going to keep you to the corner. I don't even need to hit you. I'm just going to EX Chariot tackle and push you into a corner, and you're going to have to deal with it.
Yep, and it worked. It absolutely worked, right? You put him in that situation. You put him in those mixes. God, what a set! What a set!
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun to watch. The thing I appreciate was in that match, we saw K-Money really force Destructive's hand. And what I mean by that is Destructive was forced to close in that gap, was forced to do the approach. K-Money was perfectly fine. And I think that, speaks for most sim players that you don't want to play close range. And even with the nerfs for sim, you still want to force your opponent to make those mistakes by trying to come in and close that gap. So really smart and well played on K-Money's part, but Destructive was just a step ahead and able to pull through.
Yep, and he found those opportunities to get in, right? We saw like the triple dash as soon as the up fireball went out in different situations like that. Because when you're playing against him, you have to know how to get past that, and he absolutely knew it. Great stuff.
Yeah, so really strong performance out of Destructive. K-Money also really strong performance. He's not out of it yet. He's just down in loser's bracket. But up next, we ain't done seeing Carlton Banks. He's coming back to fight against Bumba Snuff. Bumba Snuff on his road here, of course, we saw him. It's going to be a fire match. But we saw Bumba Snuff beat Z Fighter Son Goku on stream. Off stream, though, he beat Orange Man 2-1.
That's
so that Zeku got dominated by the king.
Zeku or Rashid, right? Like, Orangeman has two incredible characters behind him.
Yeah.
Now, it could have been a 2-0, but it was close kind of moment. We don't know how all that shook down, but 2-0 looked mad convincing from this viewpoint.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Bumba Snuff's going to have to get in past the likes of Carlton Banks, right? We saw, the thing is like you said about Bumba Snuff when we saw it, Bumba loves to rush down, but can also play a little bit patient, loves to vary up that speed. But Carlton Banks is really good at controlling the chaos, right? We saw Carlton do that against Dells. Dells was whiling, and Carlton Banks was able to take that breath, step back. I think Carlton's well suited to fight someone like Bumba Snuff, so it'll be really interesting to see how this shakes out.
Absolutely. And while we're waiting to see how it's going to shake out, make sure that you shake it out and go to the match arena. Use the code DH54SFV to add 50 cents free to the pot for all these lovely players that we have out here tonight. You can also do any of the sponsor quests that you have on the side. It's free money, right? You just got to do some Twitter quests, some Twitch quests, some YouTube quests, whatever they are this week. And you can always add your own money in from the pot if you're feeling so generous. It's always welcome. We appreciate everybody who does use the coupon code and donates out of their own pocket, does any of the sponsor requests. Thank you guys so much for making there be something for these players to fight for.
You're not only
Absolutely.
Flex is throwing shots, Phantom Crush in the chat taking shots.
Bro, like, come on.
Did I say it wrong?
No.
You said 5-4.
Context. Look, context. I got renovations happening here. Like, come on, dude.
Oh, word. Okay. I feel you, dude. I feel you. Dude,
I kind of figured that was the case.
We just had a bunch of flooring done, and I've been like cleaning dust off of everything. That shit gets everywhere.
Yeah,
so smart on you to put up some plastic.
Oh yeah.
All right, but going back to this matchup, we got Bumbasnuff versus Carlton Banks. But if we want to talk about, I guess, aside from the player matchup, it's just the character matchup itself. I think Ken really does struggle in this match. You have the neutral game that's dominated by Birdie. You have this sort of play where it's like there's definitely sort of a risk rewards mentality for Ken that he needs to play. But also, look at the range he's playing in. You know, he's able to play in there. If he's able to baby walk in, kind of put the momentum on his side, then Birdie kind of struggles in that sense.
Oh, and look at that. He can't throw
but you have
fireballs
to
too
remember-
close. He's just going to let that zonk rip. Like, this is, like, Bumbasnuff's going to have to be calculated. Great whiff punish from Carlton.
Yeah, it's really the
Ooh,
hardest thing in
nice.
this match for Ken, right? Your normals are all stubby. You can't really contest birdies in neutral, so you try to walk back, throw some fireballs, and then it's the bullhorn going through and just beating out your fireballs. All right, trying to find the activation. We got whiff punish, but now the DP's not the way either. Carlton with the punish on deck.
Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like a lot of Ken players will tell you that Ken does not have a great fireball game, right? Like he has fireballs, but they're not super great. Yo, great reaction from Carlton, and they definitely seem a little bit slower. And Carlton just mauling with these dolphin
Do
dives.
it again.
Yeah, Bumbasnuff actually backdashed the second one, but did it too early, so he still got clipped. But he's going in with the pressure now, got a good couple of hits, but the back throw is going to make the neutral reset, then build the V trigger on that step. He's going to try to find the activation again, gets it on hit.
No.
Going in with
Next
the
up in
back
Carlton
throw.
Banks.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Carlton
defensive
makes
throw there,
taking-
the scary like delay tech of like, I'm just going to delay tech here and hope that you miss. Right. Carlton Banks, once he got that back there, he did not let Bumbasnuff move very much at all. Just kept that space, closing it making it ever tighter and tighter and tighter until Bumbasnuff is a little bit uncomfortable, tries to jump, tries to dash, try to push their own buttons, and Birdie at that range where you can't control your own space, Birdie's like the one walking back, pushing medium punch hitting you, down jab hitting you, stand fierce hitting you. You feel like you can't do anything against the buttons. So we're gonna see Bumbasnuff go back to character select. Not sure if this is just a breather or if he's gonna swap V triggers or V skills or anything like that. I haven't known Bumbasnuff for any other characters. What do you guys think?
I got nothing. I think Flexus has had the reads on character swaps all night.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anything, we might expect to see either a V trigger or V skill switch at most. I'm not sure of any other characters Bumbasnuff plays outside of Ken, and
No.
again, I think this is a really difficult matchup for Ken because Birdie can have such great ground play, and unless you're willing to spend meter, and even then, I feel like Ken spending meter to get through some of the tricks that Birdie throws at, it's still kind of harsh. All right, V skill 1, V trigger 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no
change there,
change.
just a
Yeah.
mental reset. Yeah, well, we got the costume code from Carlton. He feeling it now?
Yo, check these abs.
This is a buff Birdie. I don't know. Man's still eating like crazy. He's be able to keep this body. I don't know. There's something fishy going on here.
Metabolism, or steroid, you pick.
There definitely is something fishy going on. You see all this damage Bumbasnuff doing?
Yeah. Ooh. Keep him in the
Yo,
corner.
can we talk about? So, it was the stand block on the thunder kick. So you actually don't get a combo there, and Bumbasnuff recognized that, tried to get the throw, and still had that anti-air on deck.
Ooh, whip punishes.
That is a different man. But all right, Carlton Banks
Yeah.
making the adjustments here. Found one whip.
Bumba
It seems
saw the
like-
6-pack on Birdie and got angry.
Yeah. So I'm jealous of that. It's something. Nice anti-air here. And a great check on any forward momentum from Bumba Snuff. Throwing out the soda can here. And I like this too. Check him on the ground and jump in. You're following up the soda can with this forward momentum. Ooh, but activation time for Bumba Snuff. Not for long.
Yo, bust right out. No punish on the heavy Tansu, thankfully. The V-trigger one getting an extra little space, but Bumba in such a hard situation, not a lot of life to give, and those 2 hits they are going to do him. But Carlton Banks on match point here. Can Bumba Snuff stay alive? Has full meter.
Yo, we just do those?
Oh man, you don't want to get hit by that early on. There's going to be so much momentum going on Carlton Banks' side. Fakes the cross under and gets the damage too in the opening.
Okay, he corners himself with the cross. Yo, that Tatsu though? Gets him low stun?
The
one more
aggression
situation.
here.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, not going to spin Barb. Wants the critical art, but no, the EX into the activation. This is good damage. Now you got to be careful. Birdie's so much faster here.
No. Oh
he has
my
the
god,
E-trigger,
the damage.
He just does it. Can't to make a save.
And it's
Oh, I
so
did
hard
not
to
like that
ground
second
to
V reversal. He got out of the corner though, the EXDP. It's not enough.
Do it raw, baby.
Nice tag.
Bumba needs this to stay alive. Bumba. No,
All right, anti-air. Ooh,
He just blocked the
just
overhead.
barely. Just barely
you guys-
took it.
Had the cam on me for the end of that round. I'm like going everywhere. My hands are like so panicked in every situation.
Oh my lord.
Oh my goodness, Bumba Snuff. He's gonna tie it up. But the real question
Bumba
is, do you
Snuff is
guys
so
think Bumba
bright.
Snuff? Do you think he can
Right.
make it? Can you think he ride this momentum now?
If he can keep it scrambly, I think so. Bumba Snuff is so clutch in these scramble situations. When Carlton Banks gets the rhythm, it's tough, man. When it becomes bobsled time, Snuff gets rough.
Yo, sometimes you just gotta feel the rhythm and feel the rhyme.
Hell yeah. Cool Bumba out here. Okay, sweep, no punish outside the range.
Activation
Finally,
time
took a
from
guy
Bumba
they got
Snuff.
the anti-air. Keep him in the corner, baby.
Yep. And again, trying to catch its momentum. It is so hard to challenge that sweep too because of the distance it has in the range. It's just Ken has 2 stubby buttons. Activation now from Carlton Banks.
He was just waiting for that the whole time, but still the heavy top in from Bubba's down. He can be enough to kill. Oh no! Get scrambled out of the situation.
So that air reset there was critical. Bumba Snuff had no reason to expect Carlton Banks to get hit out of the air there. Tried to follow over the button, but Carlton was already resetting and pushing his light kick and punished Bumba Snuff, and now you can kind of see this momentum shift back for Carlton.
Oh my
He's
God,
so close to stunning.
Man,
He's gonna get a single hit stun if he's not careful.
The V reversal punished a sweep, and now we're just getting back here. You can see Bumba trying to build some more V meter back with the step kicks.
Right, and the Fear's trying to catch a throw tech after that dash by Carlton, but not biting. Carlton happy to take the throw, just walking forward, looking for this pressure. Bumba Snuff needs to open him up. Carlton's got 60 seconds. Yo, releases to the fireball. Oh, this is dead.
Oh, it's over.
No,
Oh,
he
it's
didn't.
not. He's alive.
Oh!
no.
But gonna
Raw
challenge
activate.
that. Oh.
Yeah, raw activation not gonna work it out there. Carlton Banks wins it again, going up 2-1 against Bumba Snuff, going forward in the bracket to winner side top 8, where he's gonna fight the winner of Flux versus Solomon. Oh baby, what a wild set. Anytime Bumba Snuff could really turn that momentum in his favor, we could see that he was dominating. Carlton Banks was just constantly just trying to check and slow that momentum down.
That was good.
Yeah, able to do it
No,
in
absolutely.
the end. So, new updates from the losers bracket. Orange Man beat Dells. Excuse me, wrong. Dells beat Orange Man. Set it backwards,
Oh, wow.
2-1.
Oh damn.
As soon as I said it the first time, I'm like, wait a second. That's not right.
Wait.
Let me do this again. Yeah, so 2 to
So
1 was
Dell's
close.
playing
winning.
Liz. Winner of that's going to go to Chris D. It looks like the top half of losers a little bit slower. Z Fighter, Son Goku, and Saban haven't yet played. It looks like they might be in the other tournament as well. Cocky waiting to play the winner of that. And looks like Z's Nuts is waiting for the loser of O, which is
Yeah, he's fighting Bumba.
Playing
so
Bumba stuff.
Satin Bumba.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, so we are
Ooh,
going to get Flux
so-
and Solomon on deck. Flux, of course, we've talked about Flux so much on the stream. It really could just be a tournament where all we do is talk about Flux waves. But Mika, Poison, Manat, always there. Solomon, we don't see him too often here. I know that he's a Canadian player. Silver Ruby, do you know about Solomon?
Yeah, really, really strong Canadian player. He primarily switches between Birdie and Balrog. So you can see him go with either one. Balrog's been kind of off the wagon, I think, for a little while for him. He's been primarily sticking to Birdie for most of the times. Has been experimenting with Zeku as well, so you might see him throw that out there if he wants to. But I would say your best bet, Birdie.
Okay.
More birdie action
I think
tonight.
I think that's fair. We don't often see Flux against too many birdies in the tournament, right? Not too many birdies that really enter this tournament, right? It's Carlton and Solomon. So he might be a little bit inexperienced in the matchup, but I don't think that's ever something you can say about Flux Waves in any situation. So I'm sure he'll make the adjustments. It'd be interesting to see if Solomon brought out like a Zeku. I mean, out of Orangeman and Destructive Zeku, we've seen Flux struggle against Zeku a couple of times. Yeah. So that would always be, if you can get that character to that level, absolutely you can probably give Flux Wave some trouble. But if Solomon's just playing that as a tertiary character, his third character, you're not going to get, I wouldn't expect to see too much out of it.
Yeah.
I mean, considering I mentioned the choice of Balrog too, like considering kind of what Balrog's been shaped up to be this season too, might be a character you would have fallen back towards. Yeah, right. Being able to kind of revisit it, just learn the character over again, pick up some more stuff from, all the Balrog players we do see out there that are very, very strong, like Brian F, for example. There's a bunch of tech out there that that I've seen, especially with V Shift too, that Balrogs have been using to kind of just like force the other player's hand and just get changes on the situation too. So it'd be interesting to see if he does throw the Balrog as well, because Balrog Poison, I feel like, is another one we don't see too often of.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Interesting.
Okay.
We're
having some technical difficulties, so we'll try to get this match viewing going. But we may actually end up getting dropped out or something like that. So please bear with us during these times, trying to get everything sorted out here.
Word.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
CFN's throwing a fit.
Thoughts and prayers to the lost ones of our CFN battles.
Always. But either way, it should be interesting to see if the players do get to play, how things shake out. I'm interested to see how Solomon's going to play. Again, we only see him, once every couple of tournaments, right? And it's always nice when those people do come out to see how they perform,
right?
Because it's not like they just don't play when they're not here, right? So they're obviously still in the lab, still grinding matches. So I'm interested to see any of the character growth that happens over those times, to see if we can maybe see Solomon beat Flux Waves. I'm always yearning for those upsets against Flux Waves.
Solomon's like a rare unicorn, right? He shows up, he's like Sabor. They show up every once in a while and they just wreck house. That's what happens.
Damn.
Yep, which is cool.
Yo, shout out to Sweet JP in the chat. It's been a hot minute since I've seen him.
Yeah.
And I think that's I think it's cool to see those types of players, right? Because it's kind of like when you haven't, like when a friend's been putting in work, maybe at the gym or growing a beard or getting tattoos, I don't know, and you haven't seen him in a while, then you see him and they're so different, right? That's kind of fun with these types of players. They just kind of pop in and you're like, yo, I haven't seen this person in a while, and there's that that big jump because you haven't seen those minuscule changes week to week to week or month to month. So it's ought to be a good one.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And these players, of course, are fighting for the Match Arena pot, which you guys can make sure you add to go to that Match Arena that I just posted up in the chat. Use the code DH56SFV to add 50 cents to the pot for free. Make sure you hit up any of the sponsor quests on the side there. You just got to do a little bit of work for some free money. And usually it's just something as simple as retweeting or following somebody. So it's not even a lot of work.
Yep.
You can also add any money out of your own pocket. We're always grateful for anything that you can and do provide, whether it's just the code or whether you're donating money. We always are appreciative of what you can do there. And yeah, absolutely.
We should probably talk about Dynacure coming up this weekend too, since we have a second.
Yeah. We can talk about
tournament,
Dynacure real quick. Yeah, so this weekend, this Saturday and Sunday, there is going to be a Street Fighter V tournament, which you guys can still sign up for. It is Game Realms with Dynacure hosting Street Fighter V tournament for COVID relief. Now, it is a charity tournament with over $2,000 prize pool, which is a huge prize pool, especially for an online tournament. It is a $15 entry fee, but that does get put back into the tournament funding. There is limited slots, but I think there's still plenty of room for you guys to go sign up if you haven't already, so make sure to go check that out. You will hear some familiar voices like you hear tonight in that tournament series, so please go check it out. All the proceeds go towards the mayor's charity for Los Angeles, which helps support essential workers, the homeless, and vaccinations. So again, go check that out. You can sign up for the tournament yourself over at smash.gg/tournament/ I think it's Game Realms Dynacure. So make sure again, go check it out. Let's get into this match.
Oh, and it is the Zeku. I did call that read quite right. Of course, Flux is on playing Mika. He's on the right-hand side, but doing damage right now.
Okay. I didn't realize we were playing a speed run here, boys and girls. Like, damn.
Yeah, my man is doing Solomon done quick right now. That was super fast with punishing the down tiers into a couple of series and a throw, and now Flux looking comfortable.
Was it awesome Solomon done quick, or was it summer Solomon done quick?
It was actually fall Solomon done quick. It's a more basic version.
Okay.
Chase down. That jab check didn't work out for Solomon right there, and now Flux still getting in there. Able to catch oh my god!
Talk about a chase down with the air again, falling through great anti-air from Solomon, finally able to get the game started. But activation times from Flux Waves, gotta be careful. Great block.
Okay. I can't believe that Sand Medium Kick got to trade as that anti-air, but he got it, and he got the follow-up situation as well. Solomon showing that his Zeku can actually put in this work here.
Ooh, good whip punish.
Goodness. Excellent job. But it's really one of the things, right? You're seeing Flux just test Solomon to see if he is ready for this aggression. And so far, you know, after round one, it's been actually back and forth about who's going to be rushing the other one down more.
Okay, the armor.
Gotta be careful for the armor. Oh, this is gonna hurt a lot.
CA is gonna hurt a little bit more because of that level up 2 with the mic, and now set up with the meaty slide into heavy track activate.
Oh, he tried to get the setup for it.
Round.
Yeah, he thought he was going to get it early enough to keep himself safe with the dash, but excellent walk forward into the anti-air. That's plenty of damage.
Wow.
Solomon.
Solomon.
Was that first round like a charity round or something?
Right?
that was something else.
No, I think it was really just Flux. He didn't expect Flux to open with such brazen aggression.
Oh yeah, it's Flux Waves. He's not, especially this close to grand finals right here. Like, you're not gonna throw out, you know, like you're not gonna start off soft. You're gonna start out strong and hard and ready to bring it. You never want to underestimate your opponent.
He
absolutely
did I like how Solomon's showing that Ryu is the main too, right there, right? Like probably not playing a lot of Ryu, but we could see a Ryu. You never know. You never know.
I really was impressed with Flux Waves' Rose. Already level 34. How much has he been grinding that character?
Probably a lot.
That's the scary thing.
Yeah.
Here. If he throws out the character to play and eventually in this tournament, I'm gonna be a happy person. I'm just saying.
Tired of running into the trio.
Yeah, he could pull out the Abigail. He has the square of choices, not a triangle. It's a square of choices.
That's
like,
true.
You almost never see the Abigail anymore.
Look at these whips. Speaking of squares, he's got 4 decisions to make, and every one results in chip damage. Okay, but here he comes with the roundhouse. Gets the launch. Solomon gonna get the follow up. One more touch of stun.
Oh, the back throw too. That's young Zeku back throw. Oh, but he dropped the combo. You're not dead yet.
The kill combo too.
This is gonna be a
Plus,
test of
didn't use
Solomon.
a Molotov.
Is he gonna be clutch enough to just like let it be okay and keep playing the set?
No
Yep.
shot.
Oh,
No
he
shot.
is.
Oh man.
Yo, if you had one shot, one opportunity to see everything you ever wanted, would you EX run or just let it slide? Oh my goodness, so now we're going into it. You're feeling the momentum here out of Solomon. Flux trying to find something to slow him down. Send light kick EX whip.
Ooh, wow. Hit with the Stampede whip. Well, you see a lot of choices with Solomon for the knockdown too. He wants to try and stay in as much as he can. Never going for the DP knockdown. He's always going to go for the palm. But now with the V-Trigger activate, Flux is getting the turn, able to side push too and get some damage, and all of there's plenty of Oki here with the fireball.
Ooh, but that activation! That was so well timed. Going in again, a great anti-air, following it up with the throw. One hit's gonna do it, but the V reversal keeps him out, but not forever.
2-0!
What did you say about tertiary? Holy shit, that Zeku was clean.
We didn't know. We were talking about how much it would just be cool to see somebody come in and show themselves completely leveled up, and that Zeku was completely leveled up. Oh my goodness, domination.
That was.
You love to see it.
Yeah. Yep. That was dope as hell.
Yo, and so now he's gonna end up fighting up against Carlton Banks. Ooh, that was such a fast match.
That was such a clean match too. Like I've seen Solomon Zeku. I've played Solomon Zeku. I've never seen him play that well with that character. I'm just saying that's definitely the best I've seen him execute. There was a few missed opportunities in the first game we saw with a bunch of jump-ins, especially the cross-ups where he missed out on a bunch of confirms and just be able to, extend properly. But like he played it perfect. He needed to keep the knockdown kind of safe and solid, but also like give him plenty of Oki. Never did the DP knockdown to get close as much as you can. He never wanted that too, because you stay full screen in that situation. All you can do is just Graham. You can't really do anything else. So it was really, really solid. And I honestly, I think this is the main. There's no tertiary. This is the main. This is the main right here.
This is the main. There is no birdie. There is no boxer. There is only
exactly.
Zeku.
There's only
Well, and that's
only
a fair
Striders.
point.
That's it.
Solomon has the birdie, so he's gonna have the matchup knowledge. So Carlton Banks is gonna have to be extra crisp to go up against someone that just made Flux. I mean, he dunked Flux.
Yeah. The unicorn. Man, I told you.
Unicorn.
The unicorn.
No.
We were talking about it, right? If you also brought up Sabor Safe, that somebody that's always going to come through and wreck brackets, and Solomon is also showing that he's of the same caliber to show up and wreck brackets.
Okay, but here we
How much
are.
he can
Mind
wreck
you,
Carlton Banks.
Yeah, and this is for a chance over into winners final, so there's a lot on the line here. But the other aspect of this too, I mean, we've seen Flux make a comeback out of losers, so he's not down out for the count just yet. But Carlton Banks putting in the work right here, big damage.
Okay, gets the crush counter sweep. Just gonna take the manually timed meaty. Counter hit doesn't buffer anything behind it though. Air to air, gonna stay in front. Good anti-air from Carlton. He flashed this bro.
right through, and you know that Carlton wants to activate, and he had the armor lined up. He was gonna do a hit or block there. Only thing Solomon could have done there, maybe try to get the sneaky throw out, but ended up pushing a button and got clipped. I think the real interesting thing here with Solomon is just his stick-to-itiveness with young Zeku, right? We haven't really seen him do anything with old Zeku. He always switches to young as soon as he can, and so we'll see if he can keep this working for him here as they kind of back up, looking at the flag a little bit.
Yeah, and you know, if you see it on spectator mode, it's probably a little bit rough for the players. So much respect to both of them, just kind of hanging out, letting it chill.
Oh, clip by Doc Boots into the activation. Didn't get the juggle, but still getting them toss up one time, 2 times the command grab this time. No, the button.
He didn't.
I would have loved to see something much better out of Solomon for that.
Yeah.
For the punish.
He could. I think he could have killed, right? He had bar. He had a V-trigger activation for the extension. Kind of gave that one to Carlton. Could have killed, and didn't.
All right, but I think we're just going to go back to character select here. It looks like settle down just a little bit. You know, try to, you know, just give that breather, right? Solomon got beat 2 straight rounds. I mean, after you've gone through and played, just ran the murder train over Flux, you know, sometimes you got to be like, okay, feeling myself too much. Let's slow back down, stay true to myself, and find that next opportunity, right?
Yeah, could not agree more. Also, V for Charlie in the chat. What's good, my dude? Good to see you. I see DB Gen. DB Gen's been running that new tournament. I believe there's a Gengar involved, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, so much respect.
All right, but back into it. We are getting the character swap. We're going to see if we already seen Carlton take down Dells. Will Carlton be able to take down Solomon?
About to find out.
Oh.
Ooh, got cross cuts.
Okay, tried to roundhouse there to beat a delay tech, but the immediate tech actually going to win out there. And now we're just going back into it. He's trying it again. Oh my goodness, Carlton just making some good reads here on these offensive situations, but Solomon is not slowing down. I say as he walks backwards.
If at first you don't succeed, Ryu again.
Gets the punish. We out.
Oh, it wasn't enough. He could have activated.
V-Skill 2?
Yeah, he's rocking V-Skill 2. He's rocking the opposite of Dell, so he's using V-Skill 2, V-Trigger 1. According to Dell's the wrong choice, but Solomon made it work. He got around here.
Okay, no jumps. We got anti-air from Carlton. Oh, wow.
-4, but missed the punish. But too far to get the target combo. Oh my goodness, they're just swinging back and forth. A little bit of clumsiness out of both sides.
Ooh.
Alright, so you can see this round, Carlton has been playing a little bit slower. Oh, but he got clipped into the activation. Ooh, he got the back roundhouse too, but no, you don't get the juggle there.
Not in that situation. Oh, and the Crushhammer 2 with the sleep overhead, missed out on the meaty overhead, and now Carlton needs to find another touch to take this round. It's a small touch, didn't matter when.
Yeah, I was gonna say be careful with the fireballs. You know, Carlton can bust through with the bullhorn, but it was the fierce end at the end of the day. Got too close to throw fireballs and just checking Solomon trying to get too close.
Yeah, great checks again there from Carlton Banks. Really on top of his punishes today.
both these players hitting on critical art. One big hit for either one of them can lead into big damage. And here we go, the big jump in. We're gonna go for the critical art first. Hack trigger now. Can he get it?
No! That was supposed to be a DP. That absolutely was supposed to be a DP that came out of the fireball.
That's gonna be a little bit rough here. Here's the Ogi situation, thinking a DP was coming. He V-shifted. What a jerk. V-shift on your opponent's wake up.
Nice jump back. Create that space. Yeah, create that space, but also doesn't want to get caught. Great anti-air though. Oh, but got caught that time around. Really unfortunate there for Carl to break.
We don't get the
And not spending it.
Just gonna spend it all here. He has everything left. Just wants the one touch.
Oh no!
He needed
that
one
is
punch, man.
heartbreaking.
Instead, it all fell apart. All came down to that one piece, that overhead. Oh, Carlton Banks moving on into winners of finals. He's gonna have to fight up against Destructive. We got America just coming through into this tournament, showing Canadians what's good today.
Oh,
How you feel
man.
about that, Silver?
No, that
Rookie?
was
How you feel?
It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts. I don't know. That's it. That's all I have to say. You know, I just carry on.
That's all.
Carry
That's
on. It's fine. It's fine.
just carry on crying for your Canadian brethren, all down and losers now.
Oh, man.
Dells actually lost to Chris D, so Dells is out in the tournament.
Yeah.
Z's Nuts beat Bumba Snuff, so Z's Nuts made top 8. It's Flux versus Sabin to make losers top 8, and I think we're actually getting that match on stream.
Yeah.
Of course, our 2 victors every single week.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
We're
just
gonna
a
take
quick
a 2-minute break. We'll be back. We're taking a break. We're gonna let CFN shake it out. We're gonna do a little baby reboot. Get some water. Stand up. Stretch. Make sure you're good. Tell your family you love them, and we'll be right back.
What's up, guys? It's Uncle Vince, President and CEO of Incendium Gaming. First of all, I want to thank everyone for continuing to support Digital Havoc and Incendium. I hope everyone's doing really well and staying safe during these trying times. We're all working hard to get through the pandemic, so it's extra important that we're kind of looking out for our friends and our neighbors. I'm coming live to you today to tell you about a new initiative that we'll be launching this Saturday called Digital Havoc Charity Edition. We'll be running a Street Fighter V tournament on Thursday, May 13th, which is a regular Digital Havoc Street Fighter V day, to raise money for Covenant House main mission. Covenant House is the largest agency in Canada serving youth who are homeless, trafficked, or at risk. The main mission is a 2-week fundraising stream campaign running from May 1st to May 14th that will culminate in a 12-hour long gaming streamathon on May 15th. We hope you can tune in, compete, and donate on Digital Havoc 2 weeks from now, and to help the homeless, trafficked, or at-risk youth across Canada. There will even be some prizes that we'll have on behalf of some of our partners and sponsors. We hope to see you there, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah,
And we're
what a
rehired.
lovely. Yeah,
Rehired.
yeah, we got brought back. We
fooled all
weren't
of you.
canceled, but such a good cause that Incendium Gaming is trying to support. So definitely make sure that you guys are showing up as per usual to Digital Havoc. Make sure that you show some extra love, for the charity and everything like that. You always love to see it in these trying times, that we're always looking out for one another, trying to do trying to do what we can for our friends, our family, our neighbors, anybody in our community that we're trying to look out for. So please, 2 weeks from now, definitely make sure that you're showing up and giving some love, as we're showing up to, I believe, what is winners finals, right?
Yep, and I think it's worth noting as we wait for this winter finals match to jump in that, like, during COVID, right, it disproportionately affected those in the groups that Incendium is raising money for. There's a lot of statistics behind it, that you can actually see that those in like lower income brackets got hit harder, and it took them out, right? Like, not everybody had the option to just work from home and just hide in their houses, right? So if you have something to give, if you've been more fortunate like myself to where you just, your punishment was not leaving the house for a year, support, do what you can. Worst case scenario, share it out, right? A tweet doesn't cost you anything.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, winners finals.
Absolutely. Winners finals. So update from the losers bracket. Saban, continuing his streak from Bruce Lee, beat Flux 2-0 in losers.
Oof.
So that is
Damn.
looking like Flux needs to make a big adjustment here. Saban definitely,
and that's a
had his
change
number
over
today.
because the last time I commentated and Saban was playing Flux, I remember Saban being in the chat being like, "I have lost to Flux 3 times today, and I have to play."
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
like, he's back, so he's had time to figure it out, right? Like, good on him.
Yeah, absolutely. You really do love to see it, and I really do hope that their rivalry between on Thursdays on the 2 tournaments continues, because I would love to see how it shakes up and how their plan against each other change and evolve, and how they adapt and adjust to each other, especially when they get more experience and they get to make those harder reads, those harder adaptations. I kept trying to not say that, but it was coming out anyway. So
Adaptations.
adaptations. So definitely something I'm curious about. So looking forward to all of that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always really all right, waiting for Carlton to come in, but yeah, it is really cool to see though, as players progress and adapt to not just, having these like bracket enemies where you're facing off against them week after week after week, and knowing that, hey, I know I'm going to play this guy, so I really got to lab against not just his character, but against some of his nuances. It's really cool to see that growth, and we're seeing that there. Saban, took him down twice now in 2 different tournaments, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see that continued growth, and also see Flux always make adjustments in his own game plan, to kind of counter that in return.
Yep. Could not agree more. Hell yeah. So they're here.
Awesome.
They're ready. They're stretching. Their adaptamentations are ready to be brought forward. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And so we know Carlton's going to be rocking the birdie. It's a big question of whether or not Destructive's going to be running that Zeku, the Urian. We've seen him when he feels like he's in an advantageous position, just run and bring out that Zeku and see how it does. It's not necessarily a strategy that I disagree with, right? You got to bring the character out. You got to make sure that you're getting that experience, high level experience, tournament experience with your character. So,
and honestly, from an emotional perspective, after seeing the Zeku play of Solomon, like that kind of play as a Zeku player, if I was Destructive, I'd be like, yo, I want to bring my Zeku out now. Like, why not me, right?
Yeah.
All right,
no, but
Destructive plays with his heart, not with his head. Or his head, not with his heart.
Yeah, you know, it happens. We did see a game of Carlton versus Solomon Zeku before he swapped to Ryu. And so he was like, you know what? I don't need to risk it. I got plenty of biscuits.
Man, I could use some cheese and Triscuits.
I mean, Noga mentioned a burrito earlier. Now I'm just hungry about that stuff now, so I don't know.
I feel you, man.
Oh, I know.
You're welcome.
Oh man, but yeah, going into the winners finals, it's gonna be a first to three or first to two, I believe.
First to three for winners finals, I believe.
Yeah.
So isn't that kind of interesting? We'll see just how they adapt towards each other. We'll see kind of the changes. Maybe in terms of this too, you're gonna see, yeah, there it is, the challenge through the fireball with the exchange, and now you're gonna be able to get it. But it's a slow battle of attrition now for Carlton for sure. Just slowly getting there, challenging all the metallic spheres, but he's not gonna be able to do too much just yet.
Yeah. And one thing that you're noticing is it's not the bullhead that's coming at the challenge, the metallic spheres, right? Because Urian leans so far back, not like a Shoto, it's actually really hard to hit him. But nice armor, and he gets the crush into the second 8. It is going to do big damage, but not enough. One more. What's it going to be?
What a tech.
Break on the break on the throw there. Carlton's still stuck in the corner. Plenty of meter sitting on, so he has an opportunity to bring this back, but he's gotta get something confirmed here. Destructive backing off.
Destructive realizing 10 seconds about on the clock. He didn't need to be too aggressive there, but gets the cheeky dash forward, dash light kick, setting that expectation for Carlton, right? It's like, oh, I'll just jump back. I'm not gonna go in. You know, you have to come to me. And then just like dashing forward, being like, all right, I'm here.
Corner up. I like that knee drop just to escape. Yeah, that was smart.
No, missed the knee drop.
Ground charge. Ooh, nice EX tackle. Back into the corner for him. Does not want to give him too much space for too long. Again, throwing out the projectile, really keeping him locked down. Use the armor, activate.
Yeah,
great release though, coming from Carlton. Rolls under, gonna keep pressing. Big fierces. Is that a punish? It is!
That is a punish. Yeah, he missed it the last time he went for the activation, but this time around, Carlton gets punished for that stand fierce and now has to handle all that pressure. But nice, and escapes the dolphin dive. Yo, first game for Destructive.
Urian win.
Looking clean.
Yo, he jumped kind of late. I was actually a little concerned as the dolphin dive was approaching. I'm like, did he just get hit by that? But then the jump came out last second to seal game 1 for Destructive, who's really destroying, really being destructive. Some might say that he's just crouch fierce in his way to victory.
Fight.
I would say actually that's maybe a little bit of tech against the EX Dolphin too. The same way that I feel like a Shoto can kind of do DPs from crouching to be able to give him a little bit more time. If you're crouching on that Dolphin dive, you kind of get more time and a little bit more frames to be able to react and jump out of it.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. It was a really, really smart play there from Destructive, but already close to stun. Finds his mark, though. Not gonna be down and out for the count just yet. Wrong time to use a beast skill.
And Carlton just getting this pressure going for himself. He used that can to push all the way across the screen and is just trying to keep this gray life, trying to take all these turns away from Destructive as he pushed him to the corner, but... Oh! Just
so far. Nice blocks though. Jeez, but you have to handle the pressure with the mirror.
Yo, but I still like the patience out of Carlton, right? You saw even on the reset situation after the light headbutt, he's like just waiting, but no, the trade. Oh, not enough damage. Oh my goodness, Destructive has no chill. He just kept swinging.
How irritating. Round 2. Fight.
I did not see the EX tackle coming, and then the overhead right after. Carlton got to make sure he's checking the dome if he doesn't want to get sent.
Ooh, bars again. Nogoremi out here spitting. Good buffer though for Crouch. Chases down the back. Headbutt again.
What is happening?
My man had down charges for days. Let's go. No, not this time.
Didn't get the full combo, but still putting Crouch Fierce into this corner. It's definitely what you need to see here, but no, can't jump. It was the setup.
Armor.
That was great. All right, activation time for Carlton Banks. Locking Destructive down in the corner, going in with the command grab. Big damage and a couple hits away from stun, if not death. Oh no!
I felt it.
You
I
actually
felt
saw
it in
him.
my bones.
Yeah, and you even saw Carlton walk up and mainly meaty with the stand light kick, right? If you push a fast enough normal on Urian's wake up, the EX headbutt will still get blocked. It comes out too slow and it still gets blocked there. So excellent job from Carlton with the punish afterwards when he blocked it. Now just trying to get the damage started in this round to tie it up.
I really like the way he's stopping the armor from Destructive. As I said, though, the armor paying off for Destructive, stopping the jump in. We're back to the Nooch. They're both going to be kind of fighting for position here. Good jump from Carlton. This is going to be corner carry.
Yeah. All right, but Destructive holding onto that V-trigger both sides of the game now. Ooh. Activation, big damage.
Oh, straight into the overhead. You know, he wanted to make sure that Destructive got his payback for being like EX shoulder tackle into overhead. So he had to find the next setup, right? I'm gonna get my knockdown and then hit my overhead. Get you back there a little bit, tying it up one apiece.
Yeah, the thing it's hard to say who's playing better because it's really constantly going back and forth. You know, it just seems like these micro adjustments being made mid-set, or it's just somebody makes a right move at the right time. So it's hard to say if one player is truly playing or outplaying another in this scenario.
I agree, and I'll get the set. If the set carries on like this, right, this is one of those where one decision could change everything, right? And you sit down after the set and you go, well, I made the wrong choice, and you move on.
So now you see Crouch Fierce with the armor charged up, and usually you're going to see him try to back up and throw the fireballs to see if Carlton Banks is going to jump, but this time Carlton Banks has learned his lesson from like the other like 6 rounds or so that we've played, and he gets over.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yo, headbutt out coming in. Big Fierce. Carlton Banks has definitely got some reads today.
Oh man, it's just a tough struggle for the matchup too. You see that because of Destructive just backing up and throwing these metallic spheres, most of the time the float from Birdie is just keeping him so airborne that he's gonna get anti-air for free. You can't really help with it. Oh, punish again.
Oh, and again. When Destructive has that V-trigger, you cannot be pushing Sand Fierce. Yep. Carlton Banks is testing him, and it has happened every time.
Yep, and I think if there's one thing you could say about this matchup so far, that's been the differentiator, right? Like, that's been the inch that Destructive has been able to get this round lead with.
Oh, jump back in there to be able to catch him, not letting him jump in with the cross-up. Oh, but that anti-air from Carlton makes so clean.
Okay, using armor against his armor. All right.
Hey, I respect it.
Yep.
Again, really conscious here of any forward walk, but Destructive's got to be careful not to get himself into the corner. Walking back like that. I know he's trying to charge, but oh, beautiful punish!
Oh, I'm sorry, all the heads.
Now there's a life lead. Gets him thrown. Big life lead now for Carlton. Going with the Rossetti, nothing doing. He's over. Nope, lands on it.
Oh, double crouch short. It's looking like third strike. Got the reset too.
Oh.
You know what makes double crouch short into Aegis easier in this game? It's not a super input. You just gotta push 2 buttons.
Oh man.
That's crazy though. Just like Thomas said earlier, like it's just been sort of micro decisions that have been costing Carlton or costing each one of them, right? Like you saw right there with the utilization of the meter, like Carlton just ended up falling into the metallic sphere. The ace metallic sphere gets thrown forward with some of the corner carry from chariot tackle, and then activation. It's party time, right?
Yep.
So
Yeah, Nurian loves those activations. Ooh, no more charge.
Ooh, challenge the charge. I like that answer. Make him, make him keep guessing.
Woo, yeah, I love it. You have to
Okay.
keep
There we
Urian
go.
and make him think about his fireball timing.
Yes. You can't let him abuse it, because otherwise situations like this happen. But Destructive right now in corner, he's got to find an optimal range because Carlton Banks is not going to give it to him. Activation time.
Okay, there's the
Just gonna get the
throw.
mirror.
Okay, the front to cover the negative frames.
Oh,
Off
no.
the bounce, gets in. Mix? No, he doesn't
Oh,
get juggle.
missed the resetting.
Ooh.
I'm not sure what he did there. He was standing up, so I'm not sure if he tried to backdash or jump there, thinking a throw was coming, and instead just
just
got
got hit.
clipped by the roundhouse.
Yeah.
Oh.
wait.
He was standing in neutral. I was mad concerned, but he started moving. He's still good.
He was just making sure he had the zonk charged.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's like,
Carlton definitely has to be careful here. It is match point for Destructive.
no, it's not. It's first 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He-
he
Match
won one already.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is
Listen.
match point now.
I'm here for my pretty face, not for my counting skills. Ooh, the bounce.
Oh, didn't believe in his meaty stand light kick, thinking maybe an EX headbutt was gonna happen.
Oh, activation time.
Oh no.
Doesn't even need the Aegis to close it out. Destructive moving on into grand finals.
Win.
Absolutely. You can see at the end of the round, he didn't even care that there was an air reset. He just kept mashing short, got the Aegis activation, then was able to block the bullhead. So really good stuff there out of Destructive. Going to go into winner's side of grand finals as we kind of take a peek. Yeah, Solomon took it over 2-1 over Chris D. So he's waiting in loser semis. We're waiting to find out the winner of K Money versus Tia Saban. Saban won.
Saban
Oh
won.
my goodness. I got the
Oh.
news feed in my ear. So it's Saban versus Solomon.
The
Damn.
voice of God giving us the updates.
That's the
Yeah.
best thing.
Live.
Right? When God's just in your ear, like giving you that data. Well,
I'm
maybe
saying the words and you're like,
Dalton-
you're wrong.
Maybe Dalsum is dead. I mean, he was the entire top 3 of Rival Fools, but
Oh, here we go.
Oh, but he's nerfed, guys. He's the worst character now.
Oh, here we go.
How is he going to anti-air and keep people out? Stand jab, can't anti-air. Crouch medium punch, can't anti-air.
Would they added like 1 or 2 frames to stand medium kick as well? God forbid.
Can't do anything.
Oh, of course not. No fun allowed here.
No fun allowed. So we'll see. I'm poking fun. Of course, it's always hard to get your character nerfed and to see the fact like, oh, I have to change how I play, make these adjustments, look for
Yeah.
things at different ranges, everything like that. But
yeah.
just goes to show you that your complaints just need a little bit of adjustment, and you can certainly still make the character work in many situations. So I hope to see what adjustments Saban has here in the Zeku matchup to see, how he's going to approach it, how he's going to do it. Is he even going to approach it with Dulcimer? Is he going to bring out the Falk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that'll be-
true. And Falk, I was gonna say, Falk got a lot of love coming into the season as well. There's a handful of characters that were definitely on the lower tier that got a ton of love that made them really, really optimal in a lot of situations. So I'm not gonna be surprised either way. I mean, we've seen Saban usually rock the sim, but it'll be fun to see what kind of comes out of this.
Yeah, and his Falk is super solid. I mean, obviously Saban's a really,
yeah.
really good player, right? He's been around for a long time, and he has been zoning since before most of the current FGC was playing fighting games. So either character is going to be mad strong. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
Is he
worries. Just a little
also
bit of a
running like 3
breather.
tournament streams at the same time? Because that's like the art
Probably.
classic, right? Like, yo, I'm
Something like
streaming
that.
4 events, TOing, and playing.
I'm just making sure I'm shouting out every Matcherino on there. Speaking of that, because NYC Furby does work closely with Matcherino, it does work for Matcherino, making sure that we're shouting out this Matcherino, making sure that you're using the command in chat Matcherino. Go to that link, use the code DH56SFV, add 50 cents to the pot for free. Make sure that you're also hitting up the sponsor quest on the side, add some more of that free money into the pot. And after that, anything else? What was that?
Oh, I was gonna say, speaking of money, Chibzu throwing in $20, Flexus throwing in $7.50, Tontaku throwing in $5, and then hella coupon usage. Y'all should be proud of yourself. Burning those coupons.
Yeah.
It's literally free money. Keep it up, y'all. Keep it up.
Yeah, I'd love to see the Matcherino hit at least 50 tonight. That would be super, super sick. Maybe I'll pull a Saint Cola and bring out my dog.
We got dog. Hold on.
You have a dog?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I do have
I didn't know you had a dog.
I want to see your dog, please. What do I got to do?
I want to see.
I'm going to
All right,
donate
this'll
$4 more.
be-
Hold on a second. I'm right there.
Yeah. I was going to say, if I can see that
Hold on,
Matcherino
I
at
gotta-
least hit 50, I might bust her out.
Flexus, can I meet your dog?
I think we're all going to meet our
She's
dog.
really cute.
There's like two things I care about in this world. One of them Street Fighter, the other one be Doges.
I thought it was pizza.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I also really care about pizza.
Did you-
but the pizza just
Did you turn your back on pizza?
He turned his
No.
back on pizza
Oh,
the second he
no.
heard about doggos.
my guy.
The second that
My
doggo was
guy.
mentioned, it was done.
Listen, I would trade pizza for doggo. If I'm being real, I would trade pizza for doggo because doggos, they got snoots what get booped. They got beans. Come on, check those beans.
This is the voice of God. You should never trade Doggo for anything. That's
Exactly.
not even on the table.
It's not even, yeah, Voice of God knows what's good. Voice of God knows. Doggo, top tier.
Doggo top
We're-
tier
sorry,
indeed.
I'm-
All right, if I see that
I'm
Matcherino
I'm
hit
busy trying to
$50.
donate.
All right. Well, if I see
There
that
we go.
Matcherino hit over
All right, it went
$50,
I got it.
then I will show Doggo
at
at the end of
50-50.
stream.
Hell yeah.
All right. Hell yeah. Let's go. Doggo at the end of stream. 50-54. Let's go.
Okay, look at this
People want
zoning
your
game
dogs.
already from Saban. Hitting the roundhouses, getting some sniper stuff, just really trying to stuff. Yo, the palm though to get you out the air. Solomon comfortable
but
in this
he
matchup.
did-
Great jump.
He did get, Saban did get back to mid-screen, and that punish did, however, that punish did allow Solomon to get his pressure going, and now look back into another corner, close to the stun, got the jump, that is the stun.
Bop, bop,
Backing up, making sure he hits his
bop,
combos.
yes.
Bop.
He dropped it!
How did he get V-skill?
I,
V-skill's like the entirely wrong. You stance switch and then did V-skill, how does that work? He still closes it out, thankfully, but definitely some nerves here looking.
yo, that buffer.
Ooh, nice whiff.
Now we're just back
He
here,
neutral
seeing
jump.
neutral, excellent jump. You see, it's the Zeku mindset. I know when you want to slide because I would slide into V-trigger activation here.
Alright, patience.
Saban saved himself from getting taken down a game, and now Solomon just getting clipped up, ripped up. Uh-oh.
That's gonna go through.
Ooh,
Spin the bar.
totally
EXP.
negates the fireball. Oh man. And mind you, this is loser semis. So this is
No,
a
no, you
first to
can't
two.
CA off
Solomon.
on the Switch.
Oh, which
No?
Sorry, I had to. Yeah, no. So when you do
Yeah,
the
right.
V skill, the V trigger, you can only do the EX follow up.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot.
The no critical alert there, so he had to do the DP and it killed. But excellent
Zeku.
job. Sorry for interrupting you, but
Oh, no worries. I was just gonna say, because this is loser semis, this is a first to two situation. So Solomon already one up on the board right now. Saban's really got to keep the momentum going if he wants to bring it back.
It really is the main. Damn, I'm.
Solomon Zeku's so good. Okay, good block from Art on that mix.
I trusted you so much.
Oh, he got him, but no
You
counter
told me-
conversion.
You told me it was birdie, but no, the teleport back. Oh my goodness, this is such a good round for Saban here if he can keep Solomon off him here.
Tears.
He's ready for all the movement, ready for the jump-ins, ready exactly there. Trying to go for the shimmy this time around, but not biting. Saban's controlling this. This is a guaranteed round. There it is.
Yeah, that was so different, right? Like, listen, all right, you got your one. Now try to get past my actual zoning. We clown about sim zoning. Oh my god. But that was real zoning.
Ooh, nice.
Lozanto didn't hit high enough up, and now you can see Saban getting some good pressure, but missed the air reset he was looking for. Maybe, I don't know what else he would be going for there, but allowed Solomon to at least get some corner.
He's floating.
Oh! You just kind of have to watch him wait. Activation time over Solomon.
What side that was on? Oh, you got the full corner carry too? Oh, we're trying to play grappler sector now. Oh my god.
Ooh.
And he got the air reset.
Oh
It's what? Oh my goodness. There was so much that happened there. Trying to get the wall dive to mix up Saban's anti-airs, but the back fierce was there. It crushed Saban already jumping to air reset him, reset the spacing. And what happened after that? There was a dash forward V-trigger too, just like trying to catch Saban doing something.
Round one.
Yeah, I guess.
Fight.
But Saban baited it with that back teleport.
Yeah, and that's going to take us to game 3 here. It's now 1-1. Who's going to take out like the anti-air, but still can't get that juggle. They've gone for it a couple of times now.
All right, small
now we're just
confirms here from
aggressive.
Saban. Yeah. Slowly poking away at him. I like this kind of gameplay though. Force him to come in. Anti-air.
Oh, catch him again!
Oh, it
Didn't have
the
meter
body
for any
extended,
follow-ups.
though.
Now he's just gonna stand there. The most terrifying neutral just standing there right next to him. What are you gonna do? Nice break.
Oh, he baited it again.
Ooh.
He knows. He knows.
Round two. Fight.
What?
Now.
Damn, you're-
Oh,
There's-
I like
oh
the
my goodness,
Busha
got
flip over the fireball.
That's an
Yeah.
option we haven't really seen from Solomon, so it's really good to see here. And it really kind of changed the pacing of this matchup, where Saban was doing an excellent job controlling space, but now we're in there again. EX running the slide.
Just walks in. Don't really care about challenge by Saban. With the feature activation. EX again, that's gonna kill him.
He's dead.
Ooh,
Oh
2-0.
No,
that was
2-1.
spicy.
Zeku wins.
Oh, but excellent job there out of Solomon. So it was a really good back and forth, right? So we saw game 1, Solomon really dominating, getting a lot of good damage on the board, keeping Saban locked down into a corner. And then in game 2, we saw the adjustments out of Saban, right? He was able to keep the space a little bit more, get his own game plan going, really keep Solomon from starting anything. But then in game 3, it was back to the Solomon show, right? Just constantly in there. And then he had some excellent reads on when to do those V-trigger twos. And boy, oh boy, did it work out well for him, especially there towards the end, catching so many things, right? Jump back before a teleport could happen and hitting him, or after a normal had been whiffed, getting the dash up, following up with him and getting the juggle in the corner. But you know what I do want to point out is all that match arena love that we just got, because we went from being under $50 to, hey, if we get over 50,
Oh my
there'll
God.
be a dog on stream. And now it's at $100.
Of course, Thomas is number 1. Thomas being number 1 as well.
Listen, you say
Thomas
dog, I
donated
throw
a lot
money.
of money. So shout outs to V for Charlie, tossed some money in there. Silver Ruby, I saw that you tossed money. Thomas, of course. Always looking forward to the puppy. Trading all the money that you would spend on pizzas for the doggos.
Absolutely,
pizza.
dog goes over everything.
No, he's got money on the side for everything, to be honest. He's got the doggo money, he's got the pizza money. He's got a
Listen, I
second
go by
doggo
that
money
system
pile.
where I get my paycheck and I take a little bit of it and I put the doggo money pile, I put the pizza pile, I put the second doggo pile, and it just sits there. and I wait for that opportunity.
Second doggo pile.
Oh, for sure.
Well, the first doggo
The
pile
man's got
just
good
goes to your own
priorities.
dogs. The
Yeah.
Yeah, it goes to my
So the
dog.
first doggo
Joe
pile is all for
Penny.
your own dogs. The second doggo pile is for everybody
Other
else's dogs.
I need to show y'all. Chat, I'm going to show you the picture of my dog looking absolutely stupid. Hold on a minute. Let me just find him.
Oh,
Like, I
man.
looked over and he had fallen asleep, and he just, my dude was not doing well. Let me just grab this link to tweet, throw this in the Twitch chat. So that's
Oh,
Joseph
you
P.
love to see
Wrinklebottom the
it.
third right there, just zonked out. It was. Look
I
at
love,
those teeth.
like-
Really is zonked out.
I know. I love the like bottom teeth that dogs have, and they're all like kind of messed up or like really spaced apart. They just look all kinds of goofy.
Knocked out, dude.
Oh man.
Dude, he was out, dude. He
He's
just.
looking kind of like Odin. I don't know about
It was like
Yeah.
a little bit.
3:30 in the afternoon, and he'd already had enough of the day. He was out. So,
Looking like me on a Saturday afternoon.
dude, for sure. Yo, that hangover hits right, and I'm the same way.
Oh yeah.
Looks like Odin. He is
Absolutely.
nothing
You know
like
who's-
Odin. Odin is a thick boy, and Joe is
Odin's
Odin's a big,
thick.
lovey boy, and Joseph P. Wrinklebottom is not thick.
Fight.
Yeah, but you know who's not zonked out yet? Solomon or Carlton Banks, as they're fighting it out in losers finals. We got to figure out which one of these
Let's
two
go.
gets zonked out.
Right now, again,
First of
Solomon
three
showing
this
us. We've seen Ryu and Zeku, right? Also does have a birdie, but right now Carlton Banks saying, "Listen, I don't fear this Ryu. I don't care how far you've traveled." He jumps out though.
Remember, this is a run back too from our winners semis finals as well. They played each other before. We
Yeah.
had Zeku on Solomon's side, and then he pushed Ryu right after with losing the first round, so first game. So right now, looking really good. Able to rush down Carlton, bringing up the plus range, but nope, gets caught with the anti-air. No bad
Oh
DP!
no. That
Yo,
is
he-
unfortunate, but you know what's not unfortunate? NYC Furby with a huge raid. Much love to him competing tonight. Welcome, Party of 48. You may now be seated because we are serving you some Street Fighter V action here in Losers Finals.
Yo, the special of the day is non-EX DPs on wake up, jumping back, coming to the corner. One touch is gonna do it either way. Who's gonna get it?
It's Fireball?
Yo, let's
Oh, the EX Fireball!
I felt it.
Yo!
I don't know what was gonna
Yeah,
happen.
I say, was that Silver Rupee I heard in my ear? Was that you?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yo, and the EX Fireball, they're super smart because it pulls Ryu's hurtbox back a little bit versus, trying to compete with that down jab from Birdie. But nice jump there from Solomon as well. And the shimmy sham. Oh my goodness, we're going in right now. Solomon feeling it.
Absolutely. Backing off here a little bit.
Oh,
Nice
on the
punish.
fan usage.
Fight
Activation
has
time,
begun.
but
I
the
like
B
the B
reversal.
reversal, but no! You cannot set up your can! Stop littering!
Oh, he shimmied him.
Ryu win.
Ryu evolves. This is
Yo, Solomon.
I mean,
is
in
actually
terms of
sick.
pacing, right? This is about the pacing. We saw Solomon try to keep up, but just Carlton Banks is just not there, right? Solomon is able to kind of worm his way into his brain here and find these situations that are going to work for him, right? Solomon getting the shimmies, getting the medium punch, medium punch, medium punch, medium punch, and then just hitting with low forward into fireball, low forward into Dante.
And you could also say it's kind of a situation of just trying to find your footing, right? Carlton, after winners finals, he's been sitting out, been kind of cooling off. Solomon's been grinding out the rest of losers bracket, so you kind of expect him to have the momentum going into this match regardless. Carlton is shaping up right now to take this round, though. Look at the stun that built up. Look at the damage. Look at the life lead, to be honest, too. Oh, well, here we go.
Yeah. But that's what I love about Carlton's play, right? Like, even though he kind of got run over by Solomon, he was like, okay, I see you. And now he's coming back nice and clutch, reacting with the zonk. He's coming through. Woo, we out.
Okay. Walking out of the shimmy himself, but no, still getting checked, still caught in the corner in the backdash. They got checked.
Whoa!
Round two.
We've seen Carlton backdash on so many different wake ups. Solomon just going for the big read, maybe expecting a throw was going to happen, but the backdash instead. Oh my goodness.
I like that answer from
punished it.
Solomon, though.
I agree.
All right, walking back, backing up away from any potential command grab situation here, but has V-trigger.
Crush counter inbound. Gonna get corner carry as well, and now stuck in the corner. Hope is not the answer.
Oh,
Target combo that doesn't hit crouchers there on the roundhouse. You have to make sure you do the new version with that has a crouch heavy punch in the middle of it. But right now, Carlton just doing a much better job of controlling the pacing of the match, right? Not letting Solomon get in and make those big reads, force him in situations where it's going to be the 50-50s.
oh no.
The walk forward buffer caught him. Yeah.
Yep.
He was walking forward while trying to EX Fireball, just inputting into the DP motion instead because of that.
Whoop.
Alright, a little bit of a hiccup, but got the target combo on the other side and he's going into it, but that's not going to stop Carlton. He's going to do it again looking for it.
Yeah, fishing it out this time around, but Solomon, I like that he's putting on this little bit more pressure here, walking in, great jump, negates the dolphin flip, going in with the throw, keep the
Solomon's
damage
a
coming.
confirm away from dead, but here it comes, activation on the side of Carlton. You could definitely do it, gets a wake up jab though on the side of Solomon. Go anti-air again, air to air.
Yo, just jumping jab, knowing that it's going to be the fastest, most accurate option. And now, oh, I don't like that meter spin, but trying to get something here. He baited him out by charging it all the way. He does it again. The guard break. That's dead. 2. It's already 2 up for Solomon.
He's feeling it. Oh my god. You saw in the last bit of that round 2. You see him walking forward into Solomon's limbs. Gets a chance, gets an opening, able to slowly whittle down the life. And right there, with all the pressure, yo, he makes him crack, makes him try to go for the zonk and get through. But there it is. Solomon up 2-0 now.
Oh my god, this buffer is too Solomon. Oh, gets a crush counter. He's got the reads and they're all working.
Yeah, Carlton's really gonna have to make some adjustments here if he wants to bring things back, because Solomon is a force to be reckoned with. He's got the momentum. You mentioned it before early on, you know, making his way through loser side of the bracket, and he is continuing to ride this out till the end.
Okay, too many fireballs. Carlton is catching onto that rhythm, right? Did the same thing against Shearing. Great view reversal from Solomon. Gonna try to dash within that low forward, nothing doing. Dashes up too much. Carlton checks it.
Oh, you sat down for too long, but not enough. Needs one more. Will he do it again? No, the overhead gonna go right over what I believe was a sweep from Solomon. We really have to see this momentum shift for Carlton. He's able to control more of this round and already starting a little bit stronger, getting some offense going.
All right. Ooh, the confirm into the... That's big damage.
Yeah, and we're really seeing Carlton do a much better job of punishing Solomon's kind of style here, right? It's gonna walk back and forth, push, crouch, medium punch, looking for you to whiff. And you can see Carlton now adjusting, pushing his own stand medium punch at a better timing for him to beat this out, else catching the B skill as well.
Oh, and then he slips on banana.
The banana slip was good. The banana slip sound effect is pretty funny.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like a classic
You take
banana
such a
slip sound
serious-
effect, and it's so good.
Yeah.
Well, they use that same sound effect for Ibuki's Caltrops. And I love it.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny.
You
Like, they
slip
hit
on
the
Caltrops.
spike-
Listen.
Whoop.
Round 1.
It's so very good.
Love it. So good.
Alright, but we're going to see who's going to be so good here. Is Solomon going to be able to close it out, or will Carlton show that he has what it takes to pull it back from the brink of defeat?
He's definitely looking a lot more solid, but still Solomon able to look down with this Ryu, right? He's got 2 games to give. He still has a character. No punish! It was point blank!
That was scary if you were Solomon. Activation
I like that
time,
view.
but the V reversal negates it. Yeah, I agree. It's really smart.
Alright, you know Carlton's holding the zonk here. He wants a fireball to be tossed, but no. You're going to jump. I'm going to anti-air. Ooh, the mix.
I think that's the first command grab after anti-air we've seen from Carlton too.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, every single time he's either going for stand like it or stand roundhouse, just be able to catch somebody probably teching or trying to move out of the situation and get scrambled. But yeah, the first command grab, able to clutch out that round, and now you see him kind of steamrolling here a little bit. Oh.
Ford didn't believe in the punish, but do it again. This time get the activation. And I like the walk back. Just knowing the range a little bit better and getting a punish here. The slip. Oh, dude, how cool would it be if you could get an extended juggle because of a banana slip? Like it regrounded them.
Oh my gosh. Nice neutral, nice jump over the charged up fireball. I like that answer for Carlton. Pulling things back, evening things up across the board for two. I think Carlton's making the correct adjustments in his gameplay, but now it's a matter of if Solomon can keep up.
I feel like Solomon's going to swap characters here. Nope, I lied. Never mind.
No.
He's definitely believing in the Ryu here. I think the major shift for Carlton, he just chooses to walk back a bit more when Solomon is getting aggressive, right? And then just look exactly like that, looking to whiff punish with the sand medium punch. And it's been doing work for him, right?
Yeah, and he's ready with his reactions, right? See a fireball, the zonk gets released. Just like you said, the stand medium punch with punishing anything. This was getting Solomon some stuff. Look, anti-air is ready. I like that B shift. Doesn't even want to deal with it.
Checking every dash here as well. And when you're Solomon in these situations, it feels like an impossible uphill battle, right? Missed the crosscut, got the overhead, nice punish.
Ooh, gonna get... That hurts, and that's gonna put Carlton on match point right here to get him a chance back into grand finals. You mentioned before, Nagaremi, these constant checks on this forward movement, whether it's a dash in, I really like it because it slowly takes away at his health. Oh man.
Every time.
I was it's been so good, and I was just about to say, like, you do not want to challenge Birdie's medium punch. We saw Solomon get some great whiff punishes, but then there's an EX command grab, fireball game back to normal, doing it at further out ranges where Carlton can't react. Throw, he's going for a mix now.
Do it again.
Oh, again, one more. Oh, he got the shimmy sham. Oh my goodness, it's final round here. And Solomon just making the small adjustment, right? He switched from staying and doing crouch medium punch a whole lot, and now he's just kind of holding forward and getting these stand medium punches at ranges where Carlton is, you know, that timing where Carlton has been walking back and pushes his stand medium punch, and it's actually catching him a lot off guard. Missed the confirm there. It's unfortunate, but you know, you just gotta accept it sometimes when you're gonna buffer, you're gonna miss sometimes. But nice anti, didn't get the juggle.
Let's do it again.
Every single time, now he's reacting to it. Oh, punish.
Okay, he doesn't charge enough for the guard break.
He's gonna
Carlton.
Ooh, following up with the
Has
throw.
another.
Oh, he did.
This could be it. TP. It's not. One more.
Not yet.
And he's on background. How
Marble.
DP would have been enough.
Oh, activation. Okay.
He ends up
You
getting
have to guess he jumped the command grab. Solomon takes it.
What? Was that even worse?
I don't know what happened. Tom, are you okay? Did you fall out of your seat?
Tom popped off so hard.
Oh my god, that was so sick.
Oh, we've seen it so many times. Carlton starts getting that corner control, and he loves to go for those command grabs. So an excellent read there out of Tom standing up.
That was my set of the night. That was my set of the night. That was
this man loves him
Oh,
some Street Fighter.
man.
I'm just saying, this man loves him some Street Fighter. Yo, I love Street Fighter. This is good. This is great.
So that
Hell
was
yeah.
really, really good out of Solomon. They really picked it up in the last two rounds for the most part, and really just Snap made that change of like, I'm just gonna walk forward and push medium punch a little bit more, right? I've been too static with crouch medium punch, and he's hitting me for it every single time. So he was more aggressive, walked forward and closed that distance a bit more, and changing the timing of all of his buttons, which really threw Carlton off. And then at the end got put into the corner, made the excellent read on the command grab, and that did it for him, and now he gets to go up against Destructive.
God, what a set. I just
Yeah, it was. I love the micro adjustments throughout the entire match between Carlton and Solomon, and that just shows again the level of skill and ability to adapt in a match like that, especially that quickly in that short amount of time. Really, really well done from Carlton. But I think Solomon had such a significant start already that it just kind of set his pacing and momentum, and he really only needed to make micro adjustments to his gameplay. You mentioned with the standing medium punch, just small adjustments to really change everything back into his favor. And again, to having that strong start already, having been 2 up in the set, I think set like gave him a good footing for that. So with that said,
yeah,
what you got, Tom?
Good. I was just like,
oh no,
the
I want to hear what you guys
situational
think.
awareness from Solomon close to the end there, because in that situation, like a birdie command grab was Carlton Banks' I think best decision if I remember the life totals right. I was kind of looking at the like this, so I might have missed part of it, but like he knew that was Carlton Banks' best choice, which nominated that jump back, right? So just, God, it was so smart. That's all.
Heavy command grab. Heavy command grab will set them up for like just like you have to guess for game, right?
Yeah.
So, but now we got it. The end of it all. Grand final. Solomon on the loser side. Destructive winners. Solomon needed to take 2 sets to be able to set it up, and he brings up the Zeku for sure against Destructive Urian.
You know, that slow walk into the stand medium kick actually stopped Crouch Fierce, Destructive from getting that V skill charge up. He doesn't have it on deck, even though it looked like the entire animation played out, but missed it on the Horizonto.
Yo, good jump though, but doesn't. Yeah, it didn't have the conversion there. I think he might have hit a little too high, maybe, or maybe just hit the down medium punch late. Good conversion though on the side of Destructive, headbutt away.
Oh wow!
Okay, we got back.
Using a bit of burst on the trigger to be able to set him up, but he ends up getting on the other side now. Destructive just doing a tap. There it is, air to air.
Round 2.
I love me some air-to-air coral punches.
Coral punch in general just feels like it hits hard. Oh no! Oh my! Counter hit, Jesus! Oh my! Yo, speed run inbound.
That's it. That's a game.
There's no scale. Jesus Christ!
There is no scale.
Like the damage kept going. It just kept going.
All right, but that's already 1 on the board for Destructive. It's looking pretty rough. I'm not sure if it's character matchups or just the player matchup, right? If Destructive, just his default game plan against Zeku is not what Solomon was expecting, right? You know, Solomon is mostly running that young Zeku, so you are kind of limited in what you can do.
Yeah, I love that jump roundhouse too from Crouch here. So that's awareness, right? Because the stand medium kick from Zeku is an anti-air, but it's not like a super good one, and Destructive knows and use that big roundhouse to get in there.
Yeah, but I think the other aspect too is Urian is such a momentum-heavy character that you really have to keep, like, not only get momentum, but maintain it as well going through this match here. And Zeku has a lot of ways to interrupt that. Already into slide and walking Destructive into the corner. Activation time.
Good counter hit conversion into the egg.
Yeah.
What do you think, man?
Okay, nice blocks. Throw this time? No, nothing. And then he did the invincibility into the critical art. Solomon with the read. It's like, oh, you're gonna be mad plus after the stand medium punch. You're gonna want to do something, right? Right? Nah.
My man's Houdini. He
Make you think twice.
Round 2. Fight.
Great air times. Doesn't even want to deal with the ambiguous jump.
Oh, but a bad trade there. Oh, and the buffer, bad buffer, not able to get it. Oh,
I think the run, wouldn't like the run slide?
Yeah,
That's the words I was looking for. That's how English works.
Yo, but skip the run, just doing slides. We got V-Trigger on deck, so of course, classic.
Yeah, it's got every
Watch
tool
it.
in
Slide.
his tool belt. Ooh, going in with the throw. That has a little bounce back to send him into the corner.
Tried to air there, but got booted. Okay, gotta activate. There's a CA
and
on
Solomon
the side.
afraid of the. Oh, we're not going to see the CA at all, but you can see Solomon's fear of the EX headbutt after the V-trigger activation. He didn't push anything indestructive, just push jab and said, I'm going to take my turn. I'm going to do what I can to take this round, and that's what we saw. But excellent buffer into the EX here, as low to the ground as possible for that command grab, just to make sure that you can get everything you can. Look that sick and animatic. Animation.
Yeah, same thing. Okay, tick throws.
Yep.
Oh, wow,
Ooh.
jab in here.
Nice little check there on the knees. Yeah. All right. Activation time. Toss him like trash.
Toss him like he's taking out the garbage. Toss him again. He'll kill. The back throw will kill.
Oh, he's
Every day's
trying to
garbage day
beat-
for Seku.
against
Oh,
the
no.
mirror. No, he tried to beat her out, but it actually gets caught in a grab.
Ooh. Oh, that's
Okay, just stay
scary.
Oh, he tried to CA. He tried to CA, just missed out barely. Wasn't able to get it. Now destructive up
Oh.
2-1 or 2-0.
That was hard to watch. Oh, if I was Solomon, that would be hard to watch because, like, to be stuck in the corner with the Aegis in front of you like that, I mean, you don't really have a whole lot you can do to get out of that sticky situation.
Fight.
I'm honestly
Yeah.
shocked that the tech from Solomon didn't hit the mirror. Just Carlton Banks said it right. That whole sequence was a butt puncher. Okay, gets the juggle with the egg, charges up again. Ignite Thunder out. We coming forward.
Ignite Thunder looking like St. Cole out here.
Yeah.
Listen, we missed the board. We gotta rep him when we can. Yo, punish him.
Oh man, set the full screen too. Jeez. Destructive just setting the pace, able to keep it going. Solomon,
Yeah, he's definitely in the driver's seat of this match right now, right? Even the slide there from Solomon wasn't too much of a game changer, but that EX Azanto is. Can he keep this pressure going? Slide into activation, toss him one time.
Yep, keep the
Yo,
pressure
air there.
going. Nice air there 2 times. Activation time.
Oh, that overhead.
Block the dome!
No, it doesn't work like that.
Are you not
Oh,
Yo, you can't limbo
And
that
this
low,
is-
my guy.
no, unfortunately not. This is going to put Destructive at tournament point right now.
Yeah, and he's sitting on a full stick of butter, so this can look real dangerous real quick. Speaking of a dangerous
now-
headbutt coming right out.
That's how you know Destructive is feeling comfortable, right? When you start seeing the EX headbutts over the top of normals, Urian's feeling nice and cozy. He's got the slippies and the smoking jacket on. Oh my god! Headbutt!
No, that's how
Like
you know
it's
he's
punished
feeling
there for the
himself.
headbutt.
Headbutt.
Yeah.
All right, have to watch out for the slide activation here under Solomon, but he just gets clipped into the counter hit conversion
hit.
from downtown. 3-0 sweep for Destructive here.
Man.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
My man had a mission, and it was to win a tournament tonight, and he